And then he
Cue the
arrived.
musics. Cue the musics.
The Templum Maleficus.
Or rather, after having set out from the bubbling top, it was thankfully an uneventful journey before finding the caves Jasmine spoke of. Upon descending down into them, you quickly make your way to the ruins, blasting your way into them with a rather cleverly designed explosive device concocted by one of the two Magitech enthusiasts you heard about, Hans Beverlight, or Hans rather. After encountering a door that needed some convincing to be pried open, you find yourself in a bizarre room with large crystal conduits in the corners and teleportation sigils in the center of the room that appeared to be part of a teleportation ring of a size which none of you had even heard of. That was but the first of many mysteries. Opening the next door revealed an almost alien world, ruins of an ancient civilization that was easily hundreds of years ahead of the one that you know. Pressing on, you found many interesting things in this Magitech complex. Among others, you discovered that the Comprehend Languages spell does not appear to work on certain things, particularly documents, and these apparent security clearance keycards you found. And trying to learn about the magic surrounding the area, only a dense fog of ether and abjuration magic was revealed to you. As you proceeded beyond the workspaces and into the long hallway ahead, one of your companions, Jasmine, mused how it was strange that Wandering, Wind, and Cinephone would encourage you all to come to such a place. Because if a major change in the mortal realm is a problem for gods to manage, then you coming down into these ruins would be an excellent way to make a problem utterly cataclysmic in scope. With a slip of the tongue, it became necessary for you to discuss your rules and experiences with your curious new companions, telling them the truth about your involvement, or at least as far as you could say within the confines of what you were allowed to tell. These revelations evidently left Minerva stunned, and Thordrain tenses her lip with a nod. Minerva leans a bit, sitting down, crouched against the wall. Her hair's a little disheveled from her occasionally running her hands through it as she listened to you. Her glasses have all but fallen off of her face at this point. She silently rests her chin on her interlocked hands as she stares off into seemingly nowhere. What do you all do?
That is more or less the long or short of it, I suppose. I believe with this we have delivered our side of the bargain, Miss Schulde.
It would appear so. As for what I'm looking for, I want answers to riddles such as this. How we could have lost so much. Everything the Noma represents, an impassable barrier. Our world is separated, and we know next to nothing about what's going on over there.
What do you wish to find over there, then? In my scope of things, this is already something that is rather incomprehensible in this day and age.
Indeed.
But why the no more? Why there specifically?
Naturally, it represents a massive obstacle in the progress of anything, really. The world is only so big, and there's so much to be learned to exploring it, but until that thing is done away with, or at least we find some way to safely cross, there's no way to learn anything. That aside, though, working so closely with Magitech, I don't really encounter things on the more divine end of magic that often at all. The challenge has a dedicated team, much like my own, who handles those avenues and possibilities. So the presence and influence of gods in the world is often something that slips my mind, as I focus so heavily on the strictly scientific and arcane aspects of the challenge puzzle. Though you all have been a firm reminder that the gods are also at play in the affairs of the mortal realm. The appearance of a champion has all sorts of implications. Namely that something big is happening behind the scenes on the material plane presently. So considering the champion, the Storm Queen, and the Skybreaker herself have confirmed as much, I can't help but wonder exactly what it is. As far as I'm aware, the last global scale event to take place was the Cataclysm and the ensuing aftermath.
Really, there are many mysteries surrounding lots of these so-called, well, events of the long past.
The only other thing that I can think of other than that is the sudden appearance of the Force without Ken. It is very recent. And speaking of, there's another thing I plan to look into when I'm down here in Fotia. The mountain past the forest, Mount Dreadnought. Not much is known about it for obvious reasons, but what we definitely can know is that it isn't normal. Its peak extends far beyond into the heavens and much farther than any other nearby mountains, and from the observations I've read and heard about, you can apparently see that there's always snow on the part below the clouds. I suspect something Magitech is involved. With how sporadic these anomalies are, it's a telltale sign of a Magitech device malfunctioning, but at an absolutely colossal scale. Which is equally fascinating as it is alarming. So, would it all be impossible to reach a mountain without going through the forest without Ken? I'm not too sure if anyone's been to the mountains since the forest appeared, which, as you can see, is another task I needed help with, involving the forest without Ken. Though, nobody would hear me out for the first task, let alone the second.
Understandably so. Yes, man, you said as much.
And Asmo just kind of sighs. Lady, you're all sorts of fucking crazy for trying to look into these things yourself. I don't know. Sounds all sorts of exciting to me. There's so many interesting things in this world to find. Jasmine just rubs the bridge of her nose. Of course you'd say that. Thoran looks to Jasmine with a shrug. What? We dwarves are the adventurous, exploring sorts. It's not in our blood to adventure into the unknown. Even I feel it. As scary as this place has been, I cannot deny it. I feel alive. Grandad and Aswell say that's probably why we were the only ones crazy enough to actually attempt to cross that no more place.
Wait. You all?
Yes. We dwarves who founded Berkel.
Yeah. Did you catch what Yami wrote?
Yeah. Do we pursue what we have for time being to try to analyze what has been found? What Boss nor I don't have any discoveries of his currently now in the fields. Minerva looks towards Thoran for a second. I'll have to speak with them sometime about that. Any insight would be quite helpful. And as she notices what you're molding, she looks towards you. Looks like we still have quite a bit to go in this this facility, so there's no reason to turn back just yet.
question. I'm pretty sure, and it's at the end of the last session, you
Oh.
kind of like showed what
Oops.
was on the signs, but is it something we can read like naturally, or is it something
Yes.
we should read?
Bosk would have essentially read the signs to you guys because he knew his spell was about to run out.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you mouse over the signs, you can see what they say. Bosk would have related that.
Yep.
Okay, what did they say again?
Essentially,
ones
the
that just-
north is the medical center, west where you came from, teleportation ring, south is archives and hollow chambers, and then to the east you have containment cells, biological laboratory, and AALFO1.
I like after like hearing the ALF01, Modu kind of like just glance at Bask, kind of like remembering what they talked about.
Big yes. And Bask kind of walks forward.
Thran looks a bit off for a second. Fortunately, you probably won't be getting anything out of anybody about how the crossing happened. Gran says it's a military secret, and there's nobody who knows about it stupid enough to risk getting Gran peeved by talking about it. To which Minerva slams.
Yeah.
Slams a bit.
Sorry, go on.
That's unfortunate.
I wouldn't be so certain. There may be something that can be done about that. But for now I am more curious as to the crossroads we are at currently. Miss Schulde, does any of this seem familiar to you? Seeing as you are the Magitech expert.
She takes a look around. Puts a hand to her chin. I've never been here, so I'm not so sure.
No,
You
I am.
told me you translated the signs. So up north is a medical center, according to what you said, and the west is the teleportation ring. If anything, anywhere should probably be somewhere worth exploring.
Any parallels you can draw? Perhaps? To. Well, I am certain that the challenge has their own. Facilities.
The thing is, I don't know if we're looking for anything specific. Because these sorts of places have a plethora of things that we've never seen before.
Point taken.
Bird kind of looks up by the signs.
Mm.
You said the north one was a medical place, right?
Yes.
So, this is all some super advanced stuff. Wouldn't that be a good place to start? Merc just gives a shrug.
Let's see here.
Perhaps.
What do you all think? As curious as I am about the eastern, what lies further in the east, mostly the mysterious AALF01, I do think that going north or south would be most beneficial.
South is what again?
There's
To the
currently a cave-in directly beyond the door to the south you can see. But the doors said, or the sign said that south would have been archives and hollow chambers, but you're probably not getting there anytime soon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask afterwards. If what was that over there on the south with the cave in and stuff. Okay, so we can either only go to
So
the
essentially, you can go north or you can go east.
Yeah. We can either go to the medical thing, or we can move to the east further.
Seeing
Well,
as,
I-
Kind of like walked over here. This place is pretty you.
seeing as archives is out of the option, because caveman, I'd say probably go for the medical.
I am with Codex and Merg in this one then.
It's the first time anybody's called him Merg.
Well, I mean, we did hear his name.
Yeah, I know, so
Merv
you
just
know.
gives a thumbs up.
But it's
And
like,
then waits, like,
Uh,
huh? He realizes he's never been called Merc for you guys yet.
yep.
Kind of pauses for a moment and shrugs.
Would you prefer being called Sawman?
Merc's fine. That's more of a business name, you could say.
Alright, Merg.
Minerva starts moving up and she passes by a sword ran. She speaks up. Then again, I suppose there's no harm in asking Gran directly about it. You probably won't get anywhere, but at least you get a better picture as to why she won't have telling anybody about it. Oh, I definitely will then. She looks towards you, Bask. Perhaps you'd like to join me for that talk when I do, Bask. Your insight would be undoubtedly appreciated.
Who was that? Thordrine or Minerva?
Minerva, sorry.
Minerva
Minerva.
just asked you that.
Okay, certainly, Monsieur. I would appreciate your insight as well. What's so funny?
You hear from behind you. It's Jasmine who's smirking. You sure move fast. Minot tilts her head a bit. Move fast? I'm not sure I follow. Jasmine just grins and shakes her head. Nothing. Don't mind me. Minot brings a finger to her cheek with a bit of a hum before her eyes slowly widen. Anyway, we should probably continue. We can talk more about this once we're done here. She quickly shuffles up here.
Can Bask roll insight as to what they as to like is on Jasmine's like general feel right now? If she's being smug or smartass or something in between.
Roll insight.
With my amazing +2 mod. That's a 6.
You have no idea what she meant by that. Nerva, on the other hand, roll insight.
Uh-huh.
Insight?
Attuned to academic. Gotcha.
Let me show you this real quick, because
The duality of man. Right there.
let's just say that
What the fuck?
you beat her.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
You can tell that she's clearly very embarrassed about something that...
No,
that's-
no, not at all. No.
Uh-huh.
You can see that based on her body language, the fact that her face is a bit flush, and she's currently shuffling very quickly past you all, that Jasmine might have been insinuating with something with that, and she just barely caught it.
Yeah.
We should move. Bask walks forward as well.
Jasmine goes. Shimmy shepherd, dear.
Bird just kind of walks up and peers around the corner.
See, let's try and make a formation.
Everyone keeps moving forward.
Yeah. Let's try and make a formation, that's the idea. That way we can more easily do things. Gonna put Jazz over here. And Minerva over here. Codex and the familiars.
Okay.
I'm gonna put your familiar here for the time being.
Also, why? I was like, why the hell is my like owl called a bat?
Mm.
Because it's funny.
Yep. We cut
We
the
did a
bat.
thing. Codex here, maybe?
Alright.
We got the fluffy bat.
Yeah.
Mr. Squeakin'.
Fucking
Mergception. Nice.
nat 4 and a nat 20. I would have liked for it to be the other way around because I wanted to see what the fuck like drove Jasmine into drawing that conclusion. But hey,
Merg
part
like
of-
kind of like leans in and like narrows his eye. I
hard.
can't see much through that glass. Looks
I
kind of
wonder if this is another one of those weird doors that open once you walk close to them.
Sure looks like it.
Well, there is only one way of finding out whether or not that is an actual thing. Or
Want me to
what
take a
the-
look? Merg points at it.
Sure. Be careful though.
As she walks up forever, just like, move aside, big guy.
So, Merg kind of like walks up, you know, just like with the other doors, and he actually just runs face into this door. Boom. Oh!
I would say that is a negatory.
And she just and Thorian looks just about to do the exact same thing, but stops just short of Merg. Just gonna puts her hands.
Anybody else got a different card thing? This level 1 I got doesn't seem to do it. Maybe another one?
Codex tries
wait.
his.
Wait,
Merg just
who
walks
had
up,
what?
like rubbing his nose.
I don't remember.
Codex has a level 3 card.
Codex
Right.
tries his, holding the card out in front of him.
Yeah,
Just so that
it's-
not to accidentally run into the fucking door.
Uh-huh.
So you don't pull a Merg? Alright,
Aw,
so
Merg.
Codex. As you approach, the door opens, and stand by for technical difficulty.
Thorian pipes up. The places you're going sound really interesting. Make some nice memories to bring back. Oh yeah. Can't really do that
Mem-
yet, can I?
Memories? Thordrain?
Just silent for a second. Well, you know, exploring places typically brings you a variety of things you can look at and... Sorry.
Well, nothing. My apologies if I brought up some distasteful memories back.
Not really. Just a little distracted.
That is good then.
Alright.
Do you proceed?
Well, I'm trying to find the right.
Oh,
Square.
righty.
Alright, and this shows up when you open the door.
Okay, Squeakums.
That is too far down.
Okay, Squeakums, prepare to go scouting.
That one.
Typical.
Yep.
See, as the door opens, just immediately opens into this big, well-lit room, and yeah. Go on in, man.
Bosk also sends his owl scouting.
Mars.
Both your familiars need to make a charisma saving throw.
What?
What? When?
The moment they went through the door.
Okay, so like, here-ish?
Yeah, essentially, as soon as it went through the door that opened.
Okay. They get their own experience, right? Or
I
how does
have
this
no
shit work?
idea. You'll have to ask Grudu.
I'm pretty
Just
sure
assume
they
yes
don't
or no.
they don't have any means to get experience. So typically goes to you.
So,
Let's see,
Oh, wait
so charisma. What the fuck's the save?
It would
I
there
found
would be
it.
the same. Like, are you proficient in charisma saves?
No.
Then it's
no.
just a charisma modifier.
Okay.
I think they share your save?
They share your proficiency. That's the way.
No, your
Into it.
proficiencies, yeah.
But
That's a
It's-
negative 2.
yeah, go ahead. Go
Wait,
ahead.
how the fuck are you +8, Yummy?
I actually see a fucking charisma thing on there. See if it says save DC.
Save DC, yeah, maybe.
Save DC. That's not the save modifier.
Yup, that's a save DC. Good job. It's a -3, which makes it actually 10.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong fucking thing.
Good job. Go ahead.
It's a 4 again. So
Alright, so,
So I
through
get the
your
charisma
empathetic
XP for that?
link, I think so.
Yeah, to the link.
Through your empathetic link, you both realize that your familiars feel very calm and relaxed, almost like a tranquil feeling, as they're just flying around.
does it seem to be a harmful effect?
Doesn't seem to be harmful at all. If anything, they feel pretty relaxed. Kind of nice.
And as you also, I would imagine, peer
Most-
into the room. Do you?
Most curious. Uh-huh. Boss would go closer to see he's familiar, but not any further.
From outside the room, you met with some cool, refreshing air. It stops just in front of the door.
Is there air conditioning or something?
Probably.
Make air conditioning safe.
Oh my
Air-
god.
Oh my god, I caught an air conditioner cold.
And what did you just? Sorry, remember what did Boss say? Express, if anything, in response to that?
To the air conditioning thing?
Wait,
No.
that was a joke. Yeah.
Not the air conditioner thing.
Boss just like walked past Minerva so that he could see his familiar and just be like, most interesting.
And as you do, Jasmine walks past and just peers into the room a little bit. And as she does, you just see her just kind of like stop for a second. And then just back out. The fuck?
Just man? What
You see
happened?
this Merg like walks over there where Jasmine was.
There's something weird about this room. It made me feel funny. Calmer, more relaxed. That's just weird.
Ready, writing utensil and thing in notebook and heads through prepare to document anything feels just 'Cause it's-
Reloading! Ready to type!
So Murd kind of like walks in and just like, feels pretty relaxing. Not bad. Just kind of strolls on it.
And Codex stabbed into the fucking thing.
Make a charisma save.
Yeah, I know. I saw that coming.
Out of curiosity, I think Mozover is like going to like enter and probably potentially back out if
Codex,
anything bad
as you-
happens, but,
Codex, as you take a set foot inside the room, you're immediately hit with with a strong wave of comfort and tranquility. Feels like 1,000 burdens were just lifted off your back.
I'm writing down in the thing everything that I feel with it.
Codex, make an intelligence check.
Also, Mozover is also entering the room to try and see what's this all about.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Yep. I guess regular charisma.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Are you
setting
proficient
pro,
with saving
charisma.
throws of charisma?
I have proficiency. Yeah.
Then
I
it's your
think
prof.
I think it's 8. There's skill bonus.
Okay, since I'm
Is that it? Wait, no.
Well,
Wait.
if you look in proficiencies,
Yeah.
it's skill
wait,
bonus. Yes.
Is it a saving throws or ability
Skill
check?
bonus. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
yeah,
when you
it's
roll it.
plus 8.
Codex, you think about this for a minute and you're like, wait. Make an Arcana check.
Mozover, you feel very calm and relaxed.
It's like the moment I enter the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
It immediately hits you. You're like, wait a minute. This is a calm emotion spell.
Calm emotion? Oh, wait, no, that's for
Yeah,
correct.
see, Codex realizes, like, oh, this is calm emotions. It appears that the room just has it passively running.
And that's being written in my notebook out in this documentation notebook also.
Assuming Codex didn't like relay the information, can I try to figure out what may be going on?
Roll an intelligence check.
I mean, I would have relayed it as I was writing.
In that case, you all know that this room is imbued with some passive effect of calm emotions somehow.
Huh.
This is weird, but
You can go on, Amy.
go on. Ari.
Yep.
The room has a relaxing feel, as you've all managed to conclude. It's quite obviously a medical facility of some sort, with what look to be beds for patients along the walls, and a reception desk right before the entrance. In the far north corner is an area partitioned off by glass that looks to be, judging by the context of the room, also some sort of emergency operation prep area, and a door directly north to it. There's also a door on the far side of the room as well. What you wanna do?
So there's a desk and those are, wait, what are those again? There's a little like blue white things.
The white things are beads.
Okay. I guess I'll first check the desk.
Bed.
Yeah,
Roll investigation.
Bed.
I'm investigating
Bed.
the desk also.
Always the beds.
Okay, investigation. Intelligence +4.
Bosk will have a Bokut exit and stay in the corridor
Bruh.
to keep
My god.
watch.
Not one on a fucking investigation.
Well,
check.
take your
Yeah,
negative.
you guys look around and you don't find anything.
Down.
Bosk is going to also take a look because this is very curious.
I'm gonna see if I can get into there to check out the double white thing.
I guess now Mother is going to like go on a bed. Kind of like I guess feel it, like gonna like try to see what it's like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like gonna like put his hand on it and stuff like that. You know.
Even before you fall asleep.
So as you touch the bed, you realize this fabric is soft, very soft. The bed's very cushy. Like,
I call
surprisingly
hacks. I call hacks. Hospital beds are not that comfortable.
They are here.
I mean, hold on. Are they more comfortable because they're used to like fucking hard beds, or is this like genuinely like? Because who knows? Maybe like in universe beds.
As far as Morsever is concerned, in universe, this is probably one of the more comfortable fabrics you've ever touched. It kind of reminds you of something that you'd see at like a marketplace of like, you know, pretty high-end fabric,
Huh. Impressive.
like very high quality.
Could we sell it?
How the fuck are we gonna
Morsever
carry a
would be
bunch
able
of
to
beds out
surmise
of
that,
here?
hey, these are probably worth a lot.
This is a joke, but hey, it can be considered.
I mean, we have 2 Dragonborn here. We could easily carry like a few of these beds out.
You say you're gonna roll investigation?
I'm guessing you'll be, you'll be on the fabric, not the entire bed.
So you're gonna collect the fabrics then from it?
Maybe not, but it was just a funny thought.
Yes,
Just
Boss
steal the
is
bed.
going to
I mean, it's not
roll
stealing
investigation.
since technically it's not stealing.
Oh, and Codex, when you walk up to the door, they both open.
Okay.
Engage to Joel. Wait, who
I
is
go
Joel?
in and check out that techno bobber.
All right.
second natural 20 of the session.
All right,
Good
so
job.
boss.
Bastard
What the
brain.
fuck?
So looking through them, you see,
Holy shit.
you realize that there was a couple like desk compartments, and you look behind you, and you're like, wait a minute, these kind of look like those filing cabinet things. And you go open them, and there is just stacks of paper, lots and lots and lots and lots of paper. Some
Boss takes the majority of it out and starts kind of like shuffling, puts it on the desk and starts like shuffling through
So
it,
as
not
you look
expecting
through
to find anything.
each and every one of them, you can only understand one word with your comprehend language spells, and that's confidential, in bigger letters than everything else.
Confidential?
Yeah, you can kind of surmise that these might be medical records based on the context of the room and the confidentiality of it.
Do I
Let's
find any-
go.
Are they like, do they have pictures or anything, or they're just a single like paper? Like,
Codex, roll investigation over there. Also, you
Okay.
find another key card. Boss,
Uh,
this one has a number 2 on it.
Alright.
By the way, question: those
more
like
pictures.
2 white squares on the walls, are they like small doors?
Those are doors, yes.
You found there are
guess
no
I'll-
pictures in the documents
I guess I'll check on this door right here.
that you can see.
Codex, you look through the area and you open up one of the little compartments and make an exit.
Oh,
why is it always Morsever who gets?
Wait, me?
This is Codex.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
Codex. For one, that's not me who is getting jumped by something. For one.
So as you're reaching through, looking for the metal instruments, you find one that you almost touch like wrong, and you realize, oh, that thing is sharp. So you
Thought a
very
scalpel.
carefully take it out.
A cannulus?
Maybe it's well, how do you call them? Like in French, they're called a scalpel. A scalpel.
It's
Yeah,
essentially a scalpel.
I just
Codex.
said it's a
Scalpel.
scalpel.
Codex, you've seen these sorts of instruments before, and this is most certainly a scalpel. but holy shit, is it way sharper than any you've seen before.
Give it to Merg. Give it to Merg.
New
Do I have
weapon.
anything I can safely put it in for storage?
Merg.
Well, you should be able
Put it
to
in
if you like wrapped it with a like cloth or something. But also, looking through the same drawer, you find what look to be 3 large bandages with odd elastic straps on them.
Also, it's like
They're kind of
Band-Aids.
stretchy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Did we just find band-aids?
Well, this is pretty big.
It's like a freaking, what do you call those like big ass band-aids that are like
Yeah.
half the size of your arm?
Oh yeah, did boss
Those
make
for the
a
21st century would recognize this as bandages of medical tape.
boss
There you go,
did
medical
boss
tape.
hasn't rolled a charisma save yet, has he?
Oh, I have not.
I
You
didn't
can
see that you
technically
moved in.
choose resist.
How
Or
many of
just let
these-
it fail.
How many of the bandages?
3 of them. And they also do this.
You are also hit with a wave of tranquility.
Do I recognize like if this is magic, or did
You
you?
know it's magic, it's
Codex
common
said-
I
magic.
already said what it is.
Yeah,
Codex
I-
said it
yeah.
was common motions.
Yeah, I didn't remember if you said it or not.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Also, by the way, I'm looking at like that door on the left. Where is there?
You have 3 of those.
What? Oh, yeah, it's very nice. But yeah, what about the door on the left?
Mm-hmm. This one.
Yeah.
Alright. More's of air.
So, does it automatically
You have a
open?
key
or I have
card.
to- Yeah, I have a key card level 1, I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
So as you walk up to the door and, hold out your card, it doesn't open.
I remember that Codex's key card worked to open the door over there, so I can like call to Codex to come here to see if he can open that door.
Berg also walks up to the door, holds out his card. I don't think the little ones are good enough for this stuff.
So I'm also in the process gonna try to ritual cast Identify on the scalpel.
Alright, and that opens up. And one moment.
Ritual casting on the scalpel to see if there's any magic effects on it.
Bosk is gonna go to the room that Codex is in to kind of take a look himself. What's this to the like north?
I think it's
That
another
looks
like
to be 2 doors. Or 2 glass doors. And you're able to see looking right through it that whatever is in that other room, it ain't a room anymore. It's
Like-
rubble.
Oh god, like.
And
in-
looking
like,
above
up here.
Yeah. And looking
Okay.
above the door, you see, looking through the glass, you clearly see the room on the other side has had a similar cave-in as the hallway back south. It leads up, and you find it's kind of surprising how the cave-in didn't break the glass, even though it's like right up against it. And you notice up above you, above it, it says in an unknown language, "Emergency room." You kind of look at it for a minute, and then a sudden realization dawns on you that you can't help but find a little humorous, which is the emergency room is currently experiencing an emergency, making it a literal emergency room.
Well, that is unfortunate, I suppose. Bosk kind of just walks up to the glass and taps it a couple times, kind of peering in what he can see. He's getting curious
when you
about
hit
these,
your
like,
knuckle
uh,
on
like-
it, you are surprised that this is hard,
Bonk.
like metal hard.
What
You
is
get
this
no give
sorcery?
whatsoever.
Huh?
Are you keeping track of your charges for comprehend languages, by the way?
I have 5 left out of the 6.
Gotcha.
Because it lasts for an hour or so.
Yep, I think you just use the first one.
I mean, I don't know how long Has it
not
been
an hour.
since we exited the teleport room? So yeah.
You've probably got about 10 minutes left, maybe.
Mhm.
Actually, no,
Alright.
it'd probably be fading out right about now. Yeah, right about now.
Ask.
Oh.
Then, having seen that there's nothing about emergency in the emergency room, he also walks here and takes a look at this, whatever the heck this white thing is, and then these grey things to Bosk's left.
Wait, hold on. Is that an operation table or something?
Essentially, it looks like a similar bed to the ones out there, but without like sheets. But it looks also similar, and it looks like that this would be preparation for some sort of medical procedure.
Okay. Seeing that as there's nothing interesting, Bosk notes that and walks on down with the others.
As Conas
I am
opens the door, presumably, it's immediately apparent that this is a medical supply room. While it appears that it has largely been cleared out, you'll imagine there could be some things lost, forgotten still here.
I guess I'll enter the room and try to see if there is like any sort of, I guess, medical supply left in any
Roll
of those
investigation.
things.
Roll investigation if you want to take a look around.
Yep. Investigation +4. 20. +4. Oh my god.
Welcome to D&D.
That is
Fucking
unfortunate.
blow ass.
Everyone can roll.
Alright.
Or assist one.
Yeah, it was investigation to look around and try to find stuff.
And remember, I'm also ritually identify on the on the sharper than normal scalpel.
Remember that you can forgo your own roll to assist one other person.
So it's not a bad idea to help whoever's got the highest mod.
Hmm.
You know what, I'm gonna, since I'm also focusing on ritualing the thing, I'm gonna help Bosk there.
Roll again, Bosk.
Hey.
So there you go.
Alright.
Good. Yeah.
That's a 24.
That's a lot better.
Damn.
Okay, so with
Oh my
a
God,
let's see, with a 24, you find a bottle of some shimmering red liquid, a bottle of some opalescent blue liquid, another shimmering red liquid, and 3 healing potions. This one you recognize to be a little bit of a special color.
Oh my god, a weapon. The bird has a weapon.
Oh god.
It's impressive damage considering it's a little dinky thing.
I mean, cut an artery with that thing, it's gone.
Yeah, I'm sure you can easily kill someone with that.
Yeah, considering a dagger, which is roughly the same size as a 1d4, I'd say this is a little better.
Aren't daggers like way larger than scalpels?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so it says a lot that this is a 1d8.
Yeah, that
I
is
mean,
like sharp.
Scalpels are designed to go through fucking everything for the sake of getting open the subject to
Sorry, what did
Sure.
I roll?
Can
24.
I? So okay, I guess is it Bask who found like all these bottles, or is it like us
Yeah.
collectively?
It is Bosk
Imagine-
presently.
And
Bosk and
Bosk
Codex,
just,
technically.
yeah, turns around and looks
Oh, yeah,
at
you have inspiration, don't you?
me.
Does anybody?
I have 2, yeah.
Alright, so that is what you find. I'm trying to find the sheet. There we go.
Bosk kind of turns to the others and goes, "Do any of you recognize these? These are healing potion's gonna jingles the 3, and then looks at the other 3 and goes like, I haven't got the smokiest on these though.
Roll Arcana in regards to the 3 healing potions. As far as the others, you
So one-
you know just at a glance, you have never seen these liquids before.
So just one Arcana roll or 3?
3.
Okay.
Actually,
And
just
can I-
one because they're all the same.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
say.
say.
Now let's see him.
I'm gonna wrap this fucking scalpel of cloth from the area and store
You
it
look at
away.
these and you like realize like, these are definitely healing potions, but not only healing potions. They're superior healing potions.
These are This is not. This is a figurative gold mine.
So we still don't know what the bottle of shimmering red liquid and opalescent blue liquid are, right?
Nope.
You
I mean,
at a glance, you roll Arcana.
I mean, I called out to everyone like, does anyone have an idea?
Okay, I mean, yeah, I had like more of an approach. I guess I'll roll Arcana first, afterwards I'll try something. So intelligence plus 4. 1d20 plus 4 Arcana. Bruh, I have so many low rolls.
Because I'm
Can
checking out
But-
each one's.
What I was going to do is basically what we can approach the center like one of the bowls, like one of each, the shimmering red liquid, one of shimmering red liquid, and one of opalescent blue. Can I take those real quick? Just take them and cast ritual casted identify on each of those.
Sure. You'll be
Sure.
sitting there for a little while. So Merg kind of walks up to one of the shelves and looks around, moves around some obviously empty boxes, and then he's like, "Oh, hey, found them."
What did you find, Merg?
I have no idea what this is. Maybe you? And he hands you
I'll add the superior healing potion.
one bottle of vibrant red liquid.
Fucking Bosk has like a goddamn arsenal of bottles right now.
God, more than who's like, oh
You're
God,
strong boy
I have to
now.
that as well.
You strong boy now.
Alright.
Accept it. You're the pack mule.
Well, I guess Codex could like take an identifying duties as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's more than one of us that. There's several of us that can identify shit.
Alrighty.
It's like,
So Merg walks up to this other door and pokes out
Minerva,
his card.
Yes?
Jasmal, could you please help identify these? We found some superior healing potions, but no idea on these other 4.
Let's see. Let me try to double check something.
I guess Mozover can like hand over one of the 2 potions he has. Like I guess maybe like the blue one.
Okay.
So
Also a hat.
yeah, since he's
Ready.
since he's already focusing on the shimmering red one, might as well
Thordran walks up. Thordran walks up to you, and I was like, "Let me see those for a second."
So Merg kind of
Here.
like
Please.
Mozover
shimmies at the door.
Mozover hands over the blue potion to Fordrain.
Or the blue potion. Okay.
And
So
Bosk hands the opalescent blue and whatever, like the 3 that. I mean, you have the 3, shimmering like reds and opalescent blue, and Bosk has the currently the
Yeah.
vibrant red. Hand
You all hear
of them.
a loud snap in the northwest.
What's
Holy
happened?
shit!
what?
This lock.
Did he break his lockpicks?
Probably.
I ain't getting in this door.
Okay, I'll try something after.
You wanna try this?
I'll try something once I'm done with identifying.
You could probably use mending, but
Everything all right, big guy?
Well, I'm fine, but He holds the snapped lockpick. That's not so much.
Wait, can I use other spells ritual casting?
Fortunately, one at a time.
Oh, okay.
So you all are doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm identifying as a shimmering red potion.
Yeah, I would have grabbed one of the ones that's not being identified right now to start ritualing on it.
So there is a vibrant. I think that'll be the vibrant red because I gave the
Mm,
opalescent blue to.
Zoran still with the
To,
potion in
Kratos.
hand.
This is what you guys found.
Mhm.
Here, I'll link those.
Zoran with
Yeah,
with Zoran with the potion still in hand walks up and tries to cast Menden on the broken piece, just so at least is something.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
There you go. No problem. And then she goes round back
So
to
you
you.
all spend a little bit of time,
Mhm.
casting Identify, and this is what you guys get.
Hey, give. Oh wait. Superior healing potion. Yeah, we don't have no idea what superior healing potion does.
Zoran spends
I think it's 86 by 12.
Zoran spends the rest of her current spell points to identify the bottle.
Wait, she can't ritual cast?
Well, she can technically. Just forget about Speedy. Yeah, I'll probably do that.
She can, but not everyone's a pragmatist.
I'd rather.
No, yeah,
be
nah.
a
She
pug-
just spent her spell points to do it. Spell points to do that. I think that's fair. And she, as her eyes go a little bit of a vibrant red for a second, she hands it back to you, Mozaver, and goes. That one seems to restore magic.
Oh.
When
I
imbibed.
looked up what potion of superior healing does.
When imbibed,
And
it
this is what you guys find.
when imbibed, it restores some measure of mana.
It's
Not a whole
literal
lot,
mana
but
potion.
enough to get by. Well, it varies on the person,
Oh.
of
This is
course.
what these identify as.
Healing potion X. This vibrant red liquid, potent healing potential, revitalize the user's body when consumed. Fully restores
What the fuck?
creature's hit point when consumed. Warning: fatal if consumed by users unattuned to ether. Oh, okay.
all these should be.
These are all
all these
lethal.
on the- By the way, all these in the warning should be consumed, not consume.
I may have forgot to put those. They're not illiterate, I swear.
Literally,
Yeah.
I believe the only two people who can use this are Bosk and Thordrine. As
Damn,
well
I
as
can't,
Minerva.
damn, I can't wait for the day we learn to use ether magic in this campaign.
Oh, Aether magic is gonna be so much fun.
But fatal if when attuned to ether. It's a weird one.
So
You
unattuned.
do know what Ether magic is, right? Well, Ether in general. I keep saying Ether. It's Aether, not Ether.
I think so. Azov mentioned something about that once.
Yes. I don't think that you should drink those.
So
Yeah,
who
it's a
is-
warning. There's a warning that it may be fatal, so
So
No, it
who
doesn't.
If you are not attuned to Aether, I highly advise not drinking these.
What happens if you pour it
Unless
on
you
the throat?
get ready, don't drink it.
So
What happens if? Wait. What happens if you pour it down the throat of someone who's already dead?
good question.
Well, considering they're already dead, I guess they're just really dead.
You can't do something fatal. Fatal doesn't apply to dead, bitch.
So, do you all want to check out this other door?
Yeah,
Berg is quite
but-
happy
question,
that his
yeah.
lockpick is fixed.
but
Thank you very
first,
much, ma'am,
first,
I appreciate it.
first, I guess Mother we can ask. So, who wants to keep hold of these potions? Like, yeah, like would Bask want to keep them?
Before that, DM's question.
Yeah?
In Aswell's shop with that the whole scene with Aether, would that be considered attunement to Aether for Bosk?
No, as far as you're aware, that was just a magical mishap. It didn't have particularly anything to do with Aether so much as alchemy and enchantment gone horribly wrong. So it would be very, very bad for Bosk to drink these.
No, I don't. No, I meant like when Aswell showed off his Aether magic.
Oh, you see. He showed you in regards to it, but essentially it's something you'd have to experience, as in like experience Aether in regards to like ether.
Like, I guess actually feel the ether, not just observe it.
Essentially, you have to experience ether to understand Aether.
Okay. All right.
Essentially, Aether is like how Oswald would have explained it. Is essentially Aether is like refined ether. Like magically. But you can't do it unless you know what it is, because it's like
Yeah. Okay, that's why I
what's
asked.
ether?
Yeah. We should probably take this back to Berkel.
I can store him for you.
Okay. So yeah, well, I guess it's
If you could.
Take the potions.
Is it Fordrains who is saying that?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Motherwood can I hand over to her the potion he's holding.
And then Bosk goes around and gives one superior healing potion to Jasmine and one to Minerva, and keeps one to himself.
Thornryan stuffs the potions in a small little bag. Well, not that small, but comparatively anyway. Dwarf sizes.
Yeah, after like handing over the potion, Mother can like just walk up to the door up top that Merc tried to lockpick. Did Merc try again to lockpick, or did he give up on the idea? I guess I'll on character Mother will ask. Any luck with this door?
Well, I can't pick it, and this little dinky number 1 card ain't good enough.
I guess.
In fact, looking at this, it's like more secure than the other door. So I think this is where the good stuff is.
I try my level 3.
And the door just opens as soon as you get close. No, the walls close in. It
Oh no, not again!
You just see like suddenly like alarms ringing throughout the entire facility, and like all the doors just fucking shutting down.
Self-destructing in 3, 2, 1.
Oh
like,
no. Why does this always happen? Ooh, what's this red button do?
But damn, all these medical supplies are like really highly guarded.
Especially this room. As Merc pointed out, that this is a one secure door. It laughed at his lockpick and snapped.
Super heal.
Alright, there's these. Put that there. I'm so glad we figured out how to copy shit without breaking it.
Finally.
Alright.
So, carry it away, Emmy.
As you look into this room. Let's see. This is the back room. So, yeah. Clearly this is some sort of medical storage room. Not the room before it. Looks to be a bunch of more different shelves and cabinets. Would you like to also investigate this area?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So I'm pushing investigating +4, so 20
Just-
plus.
To save on time, I'm gonna just roll an investigation for each of the things.
Okay.
Bask would as well.
Anyone want to assist Bosk, who has a monster mod?
Do you want assistance, Yami, or like do we both roll?
This is just a suggestion.
What do you gonna do?
Well, I
I'm
got a
just-
nat 20 in there.
A natural one. Okay.
So do we roll like? Is it a separate investigation check for each thing, or just?
No, it's just the one because it'll encompass the room.
Which
Okay,
means
that's
that the
very
7
small.
is the
It's a
one who
very
counts.
small
The
room.
7 is
I
the one
was
that counts.
just thinking for literally each thing inside.
I'm gonna
Unfortunately,
use
no.
I'm gonna use a point of inspiration to grant advantage on this one.
Okay.
In that case, if it's only just one check as a whole, I would just
You can
Alright,
still help him.
Molziver.
I'll
Molziver.
just help then.
Yep.
In that case, it's an auto create.
Okay.
So yeah,
We need to figure this shit out earlier.
we'll figure what out.
Wait.
Does that? Do I get inspiration for that back? Because
Since it was
Uh,
forced, unfortunately, no. But
Alright.
what you do find,
yeah, that's 31 in that case.
Molziver finds another opalescent blue liquid, which you now know
Which-
to be the distilled ether potion.
Which he then hands to Fordrain,
Okay.
because she's currently the one keeping all of those.
Whilst Bosk, with a 24, you
No,
find...
31, because it's auto crit.
Okay.
well, I'm getting all the other crap.
With a okay. With a 31, you find a syringe of some sort with a shimmering silver liquid.
I don't like that.
Another syringe with a metallic-looking liquid inside.
Watch as this is some kind of like shit where like you just put in the corpse and revives it or something.
A bottle of translucent green liquid. A bottle of vibrant blue liquid.
Ugh.
Red liquid that's also vibrant, and another potion of regen.
Could we assume that like the vibrant red is like the same as the potion that contains vibrant red?
They're exactly the same, so you can surmise that, oh, this is other ones of that. However, the vibrant blue one, and then the green one, and the two syringes, you have no idea what those are.
I'm gonna
Okay.
grab one of the syringes and Ritual Identify.
Yeah, I'll grab
Which
one of
one?
the things.
Which one?
Yeah.
What are the things again?
Shimmering silver liquid and metallic looking liquid. Shiny metallic.
So you found those, and then the unknown ones, which we'll get to in a moment.
Well, I'll start with the silver because why not?
I'll take the metallic one.
Even
I have-
though
yeah,
silver
Ritual
is
casting.
already metallic technically, so
I think it just means it's gray.
silver is a shade of gray.
Or
But
screw
I meant,
shit.
I meant the silver one. I meant the silver one is probably like some kind of like light gray, and the metallic one's like actually looks like molten metal or some shit. fucking liquid mercury.
So I'm just gonna assume that you guys
Ritual
just
cast.
spend the next 10 minutes with all of you doing this,
Yep.
Yeah,
and this is what you find.
because I'm being pragmatic with my spell points.
I mean, yeah, they're probably going to be useful, especially since, like
So-
we're on like finding so many new stuff. We might as well just save our identify spells.
I'd rather just
But-
save my spell points for if shit hits the fan or whatever.
The
Yeah.
thing is that things are also going on in the background. So yeah,
It's not that I'm not aware of that, it's just there's also
Like,
so much shit that we're finding that I'd like to just make sure I have points. to
You
keep up.
find
yeah.
those two are new, and then because I couldn't fit it all in one,
Revitalize and refreshes the user's body and mind when consumed. Oh god, it's like
What?
it's like a full restore. We have a fucking full restore.
We have a full restore from Pokemon. Also, let's see. Okay. The distilled aether elixir is typed twice. The fully restores thing.
oops.
Magitech Serum of Regeneration.
No, revivification. There we go.
That one seems familiar to me.
When introduced to a dead creature that has been dead for no longer than 10 days, the serum brings it back to life. God, I fucking called it. I called it, damn.
Your instincts. Sometimes.
I feel like I have seen something to the effect of that one before.
Uh huh.
Was that-
Revivification is effectively raised dead.
Ineffective if injected to users and attuned to ether. We have so many things that require attunement to ether. I bet we'll have.
I'm just going to fucking Aswell and
By
drop
the
all
way,
this
that
shit on him.
Magitech Serum of Regeneration, that's a permanent effect.
Which
What?
wait, which effect?
Magic
Oh, wait.
serum regeneration.
Second from the bottom.
Yeah.
Permanently imbues the user's body with passive healing energy. You stabilize whenever you are dying at the start of your turn. In addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, doubles the number of hit points it restores. That's strong.
Just give that to
Hero
Thor,
points.
Ryan. We have an undying tank.
Hero point.
But yeah, so you guys look
Superhero.
around, and that's pretty much all you find here.
I'm just imagining like
Largely
a full-
explored the area and all the items. You kind of like ransacked the supply area. But
just
who
imagine-
cares? Not your problem to clean up.
I mean, hey, if nobody's here.
And there's
yeah.
been no sign. There's been no sign of anyone being in here for forever. So
Yeah.
So what do you
So-
guys do? Make your way back to the crossroads?
Yeah.
Or...
Also, I want to check this because this is probably a door, right? Like, yeah,
I- card on you?
I mean, I have my
One thing.
card labeled 1. I have my card that's labeled with a 1.
What's the emergency room thing set aloud so that we
That
would
opens
know.
up.
Okay, it's a teleporter.
The
Yeah.
totally not magic elevator.
Yeah, what's the emergency room thing set about aloud?
Would Bosk have relayed to the emergency room?
Yep, the room of emergency that also prevents emergency, but is currently
Okay.
under emergency.
I'm gonna see if any of my cards can open that.
Your card actually opens it and make a dex save.
Wait,
Ah.
who?
You.
Me?
You.
Of rolling? No, Codex.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
I go
Oh,
first
nice.
for a second.
So as you open the door, just a flood of stone just comes rolling on in.
I'm
Oh
here.
my god. Hearing this, Bosk
You
just
guys
fucking.
all hear this, just this rumbling sound coming from over there.
The fuck's going on?
What's going on?
Well, the
Cool.
this emergency room seems to have had a rock slide in there.
Yeah, Modelo can just go back in the room to kind of see what's going on.
Yeah, Bird comes up there. What the hell was that? That was loud as hell. I heard it way down the hallway. Wait, what the hell?
Codex, did you not see the...
May have forgot there's stuff in there out of character.
Yeah, because when Box saw, it was just like a wall of stone against the
Oh,
Out of character, I didn't.
Good job.
Character, I forgot about that.
Genius.
I was really wondering, like, did you not freaking, like, did you guys not, like, portray what was, like, behind?
See, like,
And
Box
then
is like, wow, I'm surprised this glass didn't break with all this rubble behind it.
Uh-huh.
Like, out of character, I forgot about that. Otherwise, I would have
It's fine.
done that.
It's like the Sai from Yami told everything.
I'm just like, he wants to open that? Okay.
Yeah. Usually stuff like that is... Oh, I forgot about it.
Yep.
I mean, worst case scenario, you'd be buried and everybody be like, where's Codex? Where does rubble come from?
It's like bird noises from underneath the rubble. What the fuck?
Spastic bat swirling around it.
Help! Alright, so
Saints,
do
you
you
got
all
to be more
return to
careful.
the crossroads?
Uh-huh. Do you?
Seeing as there's nothing else, then I presume, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so
As-
what would the party like to do?
However,
Well,
as you start making your way back to the crossroads, Jasmine kind of scrunches her eyes a little bit and looks and is like, that really doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
And as you look, she points towards the center room where you see a bunch of different flowers. Looks to be decorative.
Wait, where?
The green square right over there.
Oh, so the flowers?
Hey,
Okay.
these are a bunch of flowers.
I thought that was a fucking ceiling light.
No, that's a stationary in the center, but it's like a bunch of flowers in the center.
What's this brown thing or this gray thing to the on the right
That is
wall?
a door.
Okay.
It is distinctly different from other doors.
Or it's just a 1x1 fucking cleaning closet.
I mean, do you want to investigate it?
Boss's interest would have been taken by Jasmal's.
Yeah.
Jasmal's saying something doesn't fit.
Codex.
Yeah.
Where Codex?
Oh,
you need to
God.
move. You need to move
Oh
yourself.
no, bird!
There you go. Codex is in the wall now. Good to know. Codex.
What?
You get a bit
Also,
of a
we left
feeling.
Podrain and Minerva behind.
Minerva hasn't been moved yet. It's a lot of tokens to move.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of stuff. DM's nightmare when the players split up. Fuck!
Was that flower patch there when we first entered the area?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Codex would have noticed hey, that's a lot of fucking flowers.
I just
Can
kind of forgot about
I-
it in the moment.
Can I try to recognize any of these flowers? I don't know.
Anyone who wants
Do you want
to
to try to
roll
identify and roll nature? Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. Nature.
Hey, I did the thing.
Nature. Where's nature? Nature, intelligence plus 4, of course.
anyone can roll.
Boss could first ask Jasmal.
Is it me or do I keep rolling lower and lower?
Morziver,
Yep.
you see a bunch of pretty flowers.
God damn it!
That's Codex.
Codex, actually, you take a look at these and you're like, wait a minute.
You look the flowers over and realize that these flowers are very familiar, quite similar to flowers near your
Oh.
homestead. But you notice that's not quite right.
Oh no.
Well, very similar. You notice there are subtle differences that identify them as different species. Though what's very curious about them is that they appear to be rather naturally big.
what are these flowers actually? I have no idea what they are. I mean, yeah. It's just because
The Codex would recognize that these seem to be very similar to flowers from where he's from, but they're distinctly different. So they're a different species, and they're pretty big.
Are they still poisonous flowers?
You don't see any.
Nope.
You would recognize them if you did.
All of the rest of you don't have very little idea what this is.
Yes, man. How do you mean that it doesn't fit?
Gives me a weird
just-
feeling to be looking at something like this. They don't seem to be fake or anything. Live flowers, but
They look familiar, but they're bigger than the ones I've seen.
Oh
You-
wait,
See?
wait. If these are ruins, how come there is like fresh flowers
Uh-huh.
here? Actually, I
Did
guess
did you say that in character?
yeah. I was gonna say. They like in like this kind of moment of realization. Wait, these are ruins. Despite how clean they look, they've been abandoned for ages. How come these flowers, left unattended, are still in pristine condition?
Jasmine takes a few steps forward. You notice that around her, there's a bit of a shimmering light, or shimmering darkness. You're just kind of like. Try looking into this.
What is she casting?
You've seen this effect before during the fight against Wandering Wind.
Is she going to Eldritch Blast those flowers?
No, that's something else. Looks to be protective.
Die flower.
It's whatever the fuck that spell is, like Abidasmal's Horrid Wilting or something.
Do I have any container? Hang on. Is there anything around here, the fucking medical area that could be used as a container for samples or whatever?
Oh, you would have found lots of containers. We'll just say that you found 20 various sizes of glass containers.
I go
With-
back. I go
We'll just
back.
say that you grabbed them.
Yeah,
Codex would have been like, oh, these look useful.
Okay.
I take,
Do you
I take
approach?
that scalpel I just found, and I'm gonna grab a sample to put in the thing.
Okay, as you
You gonna
do,
grab one of each?
as you do,
Yeah,
I'd like to roll nature
with
again.
advantage.
With advantage, precisely. You read my mind. As the two of you just kind of come through a little bit, Jasmine, a little bit light, you with more vigor. And that is a 15.
Alright, so you spend about 5 minutes, taking a snip of each one that you could find, and so now you have a collection of 12 different flowers. I'll give you information on those after the session because it's a big list.
Hey, you just got yourself a novel. Congratulations.
A novel on botanics.
sample A, and I'm gonna just label them in order: sample A, sample B, etc.
Okay.
Until I have all 12.
Alright, in that case, so with you guys having dug through the flower patch, what would you
Would've
guys like to
gone-
do?
But what did
To the door.
What did question? What did Jasmine do?
Would you like to go inside?
Jasmine just kind of looked over, gave some cursory looks, and carefully touched a couple of them. Very
See, unlike
gingerly.
the other doors, this one doesn't seem to slide.
But okay,
Actually,
yeah.
it's handled.
Did she say anything when she touched the flowers?
No.
I guess Mother can like approach her after she done that, like wondering, what did you do?
Just gave me a weird feeling. Looked over them a little bit. Feel organic, which is weird. I think they're wilted by now. Clearly there's something preserving it.
Yes, Bask would like to
This entire place,
Candidly press down on the handle.
this entire
Alright,
place
as you
seems to
do,
be
the
kept.
door opens.
But yeah, most of it talking to Jasmine. The entire place seems to being kept in pristine state by something.
You're right.
It doesn't appear to be. Doesn't appear to be. Doesn't appear to be anything here.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Alright. I
We'll have to
finally
look at it
got
later.
least the base thing set up in the fucking inventory for all the different samples.
Now,
What did Jasmine say in last?
she just said, like, well, I just have to look at it later. Gives me a weird feeling, but
We still have an entire section of this place to check. Last.
you're right.
I'm gonna see if I can insight the weird feeling.
Inside the weird feeling that Jasmine has.
You
Well, she
look
said
deep
she-
into her soul.
She said she had a weird,
Yeah.
she said she had a weird feeling.
Because literally it's pretty suspicious.
Yeah, it's pretty suspicious that these things are apparently still alive.
And
'Cause
doing
Who
well.
knows how long they've been down there? That and they're really big.
Okay, that's a 21.
You look at Jasmine and just like, she stole a couple of glances that way before moving up to join you guys. The way of the flower patch.
So as you go inside, Bosk,
All right.
The way the
White
music
flame.
fades back.
Boss gets like exploded.
Oh, you found a Don't worry, you just found a nitroglycerin closet.
A natural what?
Glycerin. closet.
Nitroglycerin.
Oh,
Alrighty.
nitro. Oh, I thought you said natural glycerin. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Don't worry, you just found a closet filled with nitroglycerin.
Why did you find toilets?
How do you say
didn't see
toilet
that.
in? How do you say toilet in French? Toilet.
so
Toilet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Toilet.
alright, go on, Emmy.
Alrighty.
We
Take it
also
away.
we also say WC, but like literally WC.
WC.
Oh yeah, you found a loo.
The language of
Hold on,
romance
I look for my
versus
notes.
American.
yeah,
I thought Lou was. Don't think Lou was American.
And
But-
yeah.
But yeah, we just say toilet. We just the WC or shorten it to WC.
All right.
You found the toileted.
Let me have a look. See, looking through my notes.
I'll just write it down in like general because why not?
Or then in Finnish, vesikomero.
But yeah, those are like the three words
Alright.
we use for that.
Alright.
Just in case you wanna know.
All right.
So
away from
as
toilets.
you enter this room, this room is very different from the rest of the rooms so far. You're immediately met with a corner of smooth white walls and a floor of clean white tiles. The only way forward is to the immediate left. As you move down the very narrow and short hall, you encounter what appears to be a strange storage bin of sorts. And to your right, you see the hall open into a bit of a larger room, though still relatively small in contrast to the rest of the place.
Boss, go inside carefully. Seeing
As
that
you
it's
walk-
not immediately.
As you walk towards the center to take a look around, you have no idea what the hell you're even looking at right now.
Those are toilets. Oh my god.
What is this?
Un momento. Emmy, you want to get that?
Is
We just-
there is there anything written on the door to this place?
Yes, you would have seen comprehend language, the word men's.
Man.
Men's.
We fought the bathroom.
Oh my god. Do we get to go to the women's toilet?
You thought the ruins thus far had been alien, but this room is something else entirely. To the north, you just passed by a set of 3 mirrors and what appears to be faucets over some particularly small wash basins. To the west is what seems to be the counter of sorts, with a very large mirror behind it on the wall. To the south is what appears to be several doors aligned side by side, almost as if partitioned. Suffice to say, you have no idea what this room is even supposed to be. What would you like to do?
What is this?
Also, I can't enter because it's a bit like, you know, it looks a bit like narrow. So yeah.
You'd have to be able to just kind of go around each other.
Yeah.
Or go all in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna check that room that seems to be locked right there.
Bosk checks these weird things to the right. What
So
Okay,
you
but
checking the
that's
door
not-
then?
I am.
I guess Mother can be entering after them because like, you know, they can attack. I guess I'm guessing there are doors, right? There.
So you walk over to the door, Codex, and it's not locked, but you open it a bit, give it a budge, and you're looking at a closet.
Is there anything in there?
Roll investigation. Everybody else like to investigate this mysterious room.
I mean, I am
And or the
currently,
closet.
I'm looking at like that one thing down there. With like the thing that's written with an O.
Alright, Emmy, you want to get the closet? And I'll get Mortimer when he gets his roll.
Okay.
Do I roll investigation?
Yes, roll
yeah.
investigation to investigate the totally not bathroom.
I keep rolling lower and lower.
Yeah.
So
that's
you look
unfortunate.
through each one of these stalls, and each one of them has a roll of some sort. You take them each, and you're like, "Hey,
I am
What-
Cornholio. I need tippy for my bunghole.
And
Well,
you find 5 rolls of incredibly soft cloth-like paper, which are quite
Paper, let's
obviously
go.
toilet paper."
Oh my fucking
what,
god.
what about the round thing? Probably at the back.
You look at those, and you're like, "These kind of look like outhouse things," and you're just like, "But these are indoors." But, huh? This
Outhouse?
is very weird. It's a latrine, outhouse.
Oh, okay.
Commode.
Okay. Yeah, okay, latrines.
So you begin to think that this is a type of washroom, a very special one, apparently.
Yeah. I leave the rolls of paper behind, but yeah, and I gonna go out and say, I gotta share that.
Anyone
like,
else want to
too bad-
investigate?
I gotta share too bad that this looks like to be like an outhouse. I guess an indoor outhouse or latrine, whatever.
It's an indoor outhouse, oddly.
Yeah.
I'm just curious on what the hell I'm gonna find in this closet.
Yeah, and the
I'm
fact
trying to
that
find
it says men's on the door probably means like, I guess, for men. Like latrines for men.
I'm trying to find it.
So, was anyone else investigating, or just these two?
But yeah, I guess afterwards like Mother kind of goes out.
Alright, so, Emmy, you got the closet, right?
Looking through my notes. I don't find.
Because you didn't make it yet.
Yeah. Forgot about that anyway. Yeah. We're professionals. We're professional. So you'll find what appears to be an object with that's got a long pole at the end, some sort of weird cup-like thing. as you touch it, it's a kind of weird feeling. You poke it and it makes a ding sound.
What, did I find a plunger?
You may have found a plunger, but Codex has no idea what the hell this is.
You also found something that reminds you of a broom. It's a long stick with something at the end. It's got a lot
Yeah,
of
I found a
streams.
plunger and a mop.
Uh-huh.
And I believe that is all you found.
I'm gonna grab these two to see if anyone else can recognize these before I try to identify them. Hey, before
Alright, so what does the party do?
It's like you get the party
No
like a
one
bit
else wants
confused.
to search the bathroom? I mean, there's totally nothing else in there.
Totally not what?
I said there's totally nothing else in there.
Bask
I
is here.
considering what it is, also more of it just duplicated.
Bask hasn't rolled investigation yet, I've noticed.
I guess I will. I'm just like, we're in a goddamn toilet. So,
You don't know that in character.
Yep.
I mean,
know.
I kind of told Bas that it seemed to be like indoor outhouse, aka basically the equivalent of toilets. So
Bask. With a natural 20. You look into
Bask is draining all my luck.
you look in one of the stalls and
Hey Emmy, before
Yes?
you say anything more, that exhale you tried to hide, I caught it. Don't worry. I'm so sorry.
and you peer over
I'm
into one of these seats.
What the fuck?
And you kind of double take what you see. You see inside one there's this device. Looks eerily similar to a firearm.
A bidet?
What? There's a fucking gun?
No, a
see what
bidet.
looks to be a firearm of some sort.
Looks
in this
pretty
photo.
advanced.
Oh shit, this is the place from The Godfather! Because they throw a pistol behind the thing.
No,
I
this
should
was
go
in it.
inside and be like, and grab this weapon-like thing, cause inspecting it, looking like, what the heck kind of?
So you're
What is
looking it
this?
over, and this is an impressive piece of equipment.
It's like,
However, you have absolutely no idea how this thing actually works compared to the firearms you've seen. Another thing you notice
Bask would.
about it is another cylindrical component under the barrel of the weapon with a button on it. Do you push the button?
No, Boss kind of like holds it, since he has no idea, but he thinks he might know someone who does. Boss calls out, Jasmal, can you come here for a moment?
Jasmine's son walks in.
Hearing that, I'm gonna go over and see what it is also.
What's up?
Do you have any notion what this might be? You too, Codex. It points it forward.
First, I'm gonna see if she knows, alright? And if she doesn't, then I'm gonna identify it.
This weird compartment, I don't know if this is a firearm or something. It should be of some value, however.
Guess as good as mine. Definitely looks like one.
In that
Where did you
case,
find
I'm,
that?
Boss kind of moves to the side.
So you're
Yeah.
identifying it?
Yeah, I'm gonna carefully grab it and identify it.
It's a little wet.
Oh, no shit.
I don't want to know how much fun you guys had coming up with this shit. Probably a lot.
Yeah, we want to go over their things. I'll take care of that.
Alrighty.
The fuck? Seriously?
Just,
I'm calling it. It's a bidet.
you be there, what?
It's a bidet.
Oh, I see what I mean. Let's see. Jasmine takes a look over at it and just kind of, whilst Codex proceeds to identify it. And just walks out.
So yeah, she had no idea. Okay.
So you sit there and you cast identify on it for a minutes, and this is what you get.
The fuck is this? What?
Kinetic? You mean kinetic?
Wait. Are you fucking kidding me? It's an actual weapon?
Holy fuck!
You only found that if you rolled a nat 20 and got a 30. Only you could find this, boss.
I'm gonna relay everything.
It's in a toilet!
Think back to Darkness Falls.
I don't fucking remember.
7 days to die.
I don't remember stuff from that. I know it had like laser weapons, but...
Well, there's a common theme and a joke that for whatever reason, when you're looting toilets, you can find guns in them. It's a toilet pistol.
Oh! That's... Oh my fucking god.
Only your character could find it. Congrats.
I swear to God, I don't know where these nat 20s are coming from.
Meanwhile, as this is happening, Mozaver, as you're standing there in this intersection, waiting for the rest of the party to finish what they're doing, now that you are closer, I can get a better look. You immediately know what these doors in front of you are. It's hard not to, as they're very specific. But you've never seen one nearly this large before. You know this to be a blast-proof door.
That's huh.
The door you found in the Viridian Hills comes to mind, but you can obviously tell that it was child's play compared to this.
So I guess I can summarize, this is a highly secured area.
Indeed, it is quite apparent that this clearly indicates that something warranted a layer of security. Something to ensure that, should it be necessary, there's a means to keep something on the other side of this door. On the other side of this door.
Just
Congratulations, Codex now has a gap.
Yeah, I would have relayed everything about this.
That sounds rather impressive. Who should wield this?
Wait, I forgot to update it. It's actually 2d10 plus 2d6.
Okay, it's even better. I love this fucking thing.
I cast Bullet.
It has 12 rounds. Have fun.
Yeah, per clip. Or is it like 12 and done?
Well, that'd be per clip, but all he found was a gun.
As far as you know, you're only bullets.
Wait, it does lightning damage?
It does
Not-
piercing and lightning. 2d10
Also,
piercing
lightning.
and 2d6
No,
lightning.
it doesn't do it doesn't do lightning. It does lightening.
Oh, lightning,
Yeah,
right.
you shoot things and it turns
They,
brighter.
they lose weight. They lose the weight of their
Oh,
soul
shit.
in their body.
Oh shit, light me up with this thing. Doctors hate this one
Anyway,
trick.
so do you guys continue, or what would you like to do?
Bosk, with that, Bosk would then exit kind of thinking like, who the hell should we give this thing to?
Now,
Just Bass keeps it and be like,
I'm
I'm
actually.
going
Everyone
to defeat
goes.
you with the power of magic and this gun I found.
I'd almost rather just not waste. I'd rather not give this to anyone, just not for the sake of actually using it, but to see if it can replicate and make stuff for this or based on it.
now,
Reverse engineering is a thing.
I assume Codex places his key card in front of the panel, and yeah, it opens.
Well, you guys first got to get all the way over there.
Yeah.
Merkin
Can
is
we
just
get back- can we
face through.
Get back into formation, perhaps.
Indeed.
I hope I like Merkin just face through the door like.
I'll get the map thing.
Alright,
Yeah,
let's
that way
get
should
back
move
into
formation.
formation.
Everyone get back in formation. Yes, that'll be good.
Come here. No, you're not Squeakums. You're Squeakum. And don't forget your owl vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, ow.
As the key card
Ow.
is placed in front of the panel, there's a sharp beep from it.
Hold
With a
on,
large
they're
metal.
not there.
Yeah.
Or did you move them?
I haven't moved them yet. They're
That's the
gonna.
door way over there. Not the
Yeah.
one you're in front.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah.
So okay, so I guess there is like 2 doors in front of us.
Yeah, there's
There's
two.
the
that-
little glass door, then there's the one blast door in the back. Which is
Mhm,
that's where you guys are opening up.
mhm.
'Cause that's
Okay.
the only way forward.
Wait, what's the only way forward?
The big door.
What about the one on the side?
I used my key card.
Mhm. There's a beep, and the large metal door slowly begins to rise. And as it does, the relatively relaxed feeling you come to have while exploring the ruins very quickly shatters.
Oh no.
Moreover, can I just leans towards the bask and like we have to be careful.
Alright, I got it.
Alright. Depending on you.
La música no está activa en este servidor.
The door, having opened, now
Aye.
reveals what appears to be an empty hallway, and a heavy sense of dread suddenly weighs down on you, sending
They're
chills
more like
down your
giant
spine.
doors.
Well, you can't see any apparent threats ahead of you. You can feel on an instinctual level that you are in grave danger. You're not sure exactly
Oh.
where it is, but you are absolutely certain that it is there. You can feel its presence. It's almost as if a primal sense has awakened deep within you to warn you of the threat that now lurks nearby.
Nope. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Fucking alien shit.
Yeah, no, no, fuck this shit. I had enough with Ankh. No. Am I the only one with this feeling of dread?
You're not.
Where is it? Whoa. This is
Fucking
creepy.
jerk.
Never felt something quite so.
Creepy is an understatement.
It takes you a moment, but you are able to shake some of this dread to take a better look around the room, standing right where you are. It doesn't appear that anything's about to jump out at you. You notice that there's another almost identical door a short distance down the hall.
Yeah,
To the
all the
west.
big doors are blast-proof doors, right?
Yep,
Correct.
you recognize these to be identical. They're just the same as the ones you just opened.
There's also a door to the south and to the north.
Perhaps
Large signs can be found next to either door.
Can we make out what the signs read?
Would boss like to utilize another comprehend languages? Because
I think he
you
just
have
did.
no idea. Yes. Good.
Yeah. Bosk,
Yeah, he has it.
Bosk gently grabs the pendant, closes his eyes, and his eyes glint whitish blue as comprehend languages is imbued from the amulet.
All
You
right,
managed
so what
to-
you see.
Mhm.
Sorry, go on.
You manage to, from this angle, to see the door to the far east. Biological Laboratory, AAL F01. The others, a little bit hard to read from this angle.
Mozaru, can like you mentioned that like his character, these doors, they
They'd be
seem
able to see
to be, yeah, they seem to be very
Well, if I
blast-proof.
swap spaces a little bit here, probably.
Yeah, you see the doors. The north one reads cell block A. The south one
no.
reads cell block B.
But
You
yeah,
know,
but
based on that, I'm
but
not so keen on checking those areas out.
yeah, Mozaru can like just thinks. Like you know like these like big doors are like pretty highly secured and pretty blast proof. Like kind of wonders, is there? I wonder if something is meant to be kept in here.
Well,
You don't say.
That would be 1-to-1 with what is written on these doors.
The whole air is so oppressive.
A cell block. Isn't that like a prison?
Well,
Minerva adjusts her glasses.
So
That is what
there's
the implication
probably
is.
something in there.
That's the implication, yeah. What the
We
implication
really-
is.
whatever's in
really-
here, we'd be better off just leaving be in here.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Can
I
I?
agree.
Hold on, I want to check something. I have the Ring of the Grammarian. Can I use any spells that like, I don't know, allow me to see through a door or something?
You can
Certainly try.
I don't know. I have.
So what would everyone like to do now?
Minerva takes a couple steps forward. Let's avoid those those on the left and right.
Okay, I wonder, would dancing sights work? Like
All
dancing
right.
light, but to replace the L with an S. To I don't know, maybe like making things that me to see. I don't know.
You
You
know
don't
what?
know, you can certainly try.
You know what? If you would like to try, go ahead. And I'm going to need you to expend a number of spell points of your choice.
Okay, how many?
Of your choice.
Oh. So for like the strength of the spell? Let me see how many spells I have. Okay, I guess I'll do a second level spell. I guess that as a second level spell.
Alright.
Finally, it comes to use. So yeah, that's this. I'll type the spell I'm guessing, but yeah.
Alrighty. So as you do, the globals that would ordinarily be light manifest in front of you, coalescing into one singular spectral object of some sort over here. Looks to be something like a telescope.
Oh. Do I have any idea what it does?
Oh,
Well, try
I guess-
using the thing.
Yeah, I guess I'll
it's
like.
all the way over there.
Yeah, I guess I'll approach and take a look at it.
As you approach, I'm gonna need you to make a sanity check.
Sanity.
Check.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
sanity.
Yeah. Welcome to my life.
Hold on, I have +2. So 120. God, my rolls have been terrible.
Uh-huh.
Okay, for once it's decent.
Okay, that's good.
I don't know. Is it enough?
With a 16. Mozaver, as you
Alright.
start making your way towards the object of your spell, as you make it over here, you hear a voice in your head, speaking in a language you do not know, but strangely, in this moment, you understand the words being spoken.
The crystals they needed, it could not find. Only once it delved the dunes did it find what it needed. Little did it know, it was not the only one searching.
Ugh, creepy. Also, can you write down what was said? Just to be sure. And
That
then
is
that-
what you heard in your mind.
the
I'd
crystals
imagine
needed,
they're all
they
moving
couldn't-
together.
They couldn't find only once in 12 the dunes did it find what it needed. Little did know it was not the only one searching. That's ominous. Okay,
That just furthers my want to get the fuck out of Dodge.
am I the only one who heard that? Oh, I guess
Nobody else
I
heard
can
anything.
ask. I guess
Are you guys coming over to where Martha is, or what
I
are you
would
guys
think
doing?
so. Nobody would have just let somebody walk off on his own. And Mozaver, as you look around you, following that, you look towards Minerva, and you see that she is pale. You look to your left
Okay.
and see Thordrine, also just frozen. You look over her face, and her eyes are wide, and her pupils constricted. She seems to be trembling.
Audrine or Minerva? Or both?
Thordrine. Minerva is pale.
I don't suppose the rest of us can see this.
Make a sanity check.
Need all of you to make a sanity check.
even me or
You
am I
already made
excluded?
Not you already did.
Yeah.
They did.
Do I get advantage from all the brain bonks?
No, you do not.
Using a point of inspiration for advantage, that drops me down to 1, I believe.
I also have
Remember, it's a
proficiency in
check, not a
sanity.
saving throw.
No,
I-
check.
I just realized I
It's
have.
a check, it's not a save.
Okay, this is kind of funny. I just
So
realized I
it's
have proficiency in
equal
sanity
score.
check.
Not proficiency.
Okay,
Those ones I got 'em on.
after everyone kind of just like kind of frozen in place or whatever after like hearing the song, Motherwood kind of ask, "Did you hear it too?"
Codex.
Oh, you gotta hold on.
Oh god.
One
I am
second.
so glad I dodged the nat 1.
I'm sure nothing bad would have happened.
Yeah, that would have been 2 out of 2 of my sanity checks. Of nat 1s.
Well, at least you wouldn't have lost the sanity point because it's not a save.
Yep,
Also,
it's
uh,
just a check.
Question: didn't like Xenophon also talk in an unknown language that we somehow could understand?
Yes.
Huh. Is this some kind of like ether speech? Like ether, yeah, ether speech.
All right. So
Hmm.
Codex.
No, no. How bad is it?
Okay, you hear within your mind. The secrets it now sought, they'd locked away in the forest. However, little did it know that the liar told the truth, and that the honest one had other plans for it.
I don't suppose I have any way of knowing where this voice may have came from.
You have no idea.
Okay.
It just played in your mind.
Okay. I have a fear. I'm like trying to think what
Boss.
what.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think about like what I heard meant, and I'm like, okay, what if the crystals are Ethereum? So it needed Ethereum, but it could not find any. Then it went to the dunes. Maybe it refers to like the how's it called? The
You don't know
the
about
hills.
this
Like
yet.
I'm theorizing.
Yeah, Ramallah Sama, very good.
Maybe the hills where we found the Ethereum.
Well, what
Maybe.
you do know is dunes probably refers to sand dunes.
E.
Oh okay.
And speaking of boss, it sought to lift their curse. Secrets that the masters buried. Down it delved, unaware of what dangers lie beneath the sands.
That's not creepy at all. What the fuck?
Wait, it also talks about sand. Huh.
It looked to like what? It sought to lift their curse. Secrets that the masters buried. Down it delved, unaware what dangers lay beneath the sands. So I hear that, right?
And Merg here, it sought to grant them freedom, but it was unaware that their power had grown far greater than its own by then, and that they could now, at any time, be granted the freedom they desire merely by stealing its very own.
What the fuck?
I assume all of you heard something.
I like relief and just and that's and leave it at that.
Come on, guys.
Um,
We should get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Whatever
Merg
it is,
just kind of shuffles off forward.
whatever it is, we are not prepared for.
May Bosk.
But by the way,
Attempt to use sending to contact Wandering Wind.
also
Sure,
by the
send
way,
me what you'd like to send.
also I would like to like interact with my telescope that I casted thanks to dancing sights.
Yeah. As Jasmine and Thor, Ryan just kind of briskly walk past you towards the door to get the heck out of that. And Minerva just also picks at the pace and just kind of almost sprints past.
Oh, that sure is creepy.
Let's just get a move on already. I don't like this place anymore.
This place seems like one of which Never mind. I forgot
That's
his
what the
name.
voices said, and to who, or to who the voices said.
And as you look peer through the telescope, picture this telescope. You look and see a lot of darkness. And you just kind of go, huh? You then point it up in a little bit different directions, and you realize that it seems to be allowing you to look real close at the walls and the door.
I see.
Boss, you cast that and
Well, I guess that's
make an
that's not
Arcana
what
check.
well, that's not what I expected, but I guess
Arcana?
it'll do.
Yeah.
I guess now I have an arcane telescope, or whatever.
It does poof after a moment, though.
Unfortunately.
Well, but I guess I won't be able. I guess I won't be able to see past those doors. with
As
that
you
spell.
cast the spell, you realize it didn't work.
The spell did not grasp the person that you were trying to find.
No, not only that, it didn't work. You went through the bad gestures, you went to cast, and nothing happened.
Impossible.
Okay, let's hope it's just because.
Make an intelligence check.
Let's hope it's just because it's sending and not because this place prevents magic or some shit.
Well, we've casted. Like,
Does Codex and Bosk wish to join the rest of the party at this point?
Do you continue onward?
Whilst you make this check. 16.
As you went to cast it, and as you noticed, it's not you. It's not the spell. It's the room.
the room specifically.
Specifically where you are. You're not sure if it's anywhere else, but there's something right where you are that just did not allow the spell to go off.
I mean, before, like, we had like a divination spells being blocked. Maybe it's the same for sending because it can like allow for leaks of information or something.
Bob,
Roll intelligence check.
cool.
Actually, no, based off
Awesome.
of that intelligence check, Bosk, you'd figure that's probably exactly what it is.
Sorry, what exactly?
That
And
is,
it didn't work because you figure based off of all the other security in this building regarding magic, you're probably blocked stuff that allows it to leave.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Okay.
a very secure facility.
yeah, so like it prevented sending, maybe to like prevent leaks of information from this place or something.
No magic can leave this place.
As Bosk walks up. No. God dang it. Will you... Fuck... Will you?
Oh, well, you're not.
Copy. Paste. Thank you. Everyone take a deep breath. Whatever is behind these doors. I don't know what everyone else heard. I don't even know if we heard the same things.
Thornryan speaks
As
up.
you press on past the doors, once you reach the door in front of you, while the lingering sense of dread still remains, the presence that you sensed when you first entered now appears to be absent. This leads you to believe that whatever that was, it is most certainly contained within one of those two cell blocks. The door ahead of you, however, is similar to the door you entered through. What do you do?
Wait. Give me...
Curious about what's on the other side.
I really don't like the idea of like meeting with whatever creature is locked in one of those cells.
She was talking about the east door.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm just saying that, these. I'm really not looking forward to like those two doors.
Well, you said it's a laboratory of some sort, so
Allow me to pose a question first. What did all of you hear something that you wish to get an answer to?
Minerva.
Bask looks very serious.
Equation 3 times.
W- w-
First for Minerva, second for Jasmine, third for Thorda.
What I heard was mostly very cryptic. It seemed to be telling some sort of information, though.
Alright, I'm back.
Something about looking for someone looking for something.
I am not forcing any of you. It is but a simple question.
I would relay in the voice what I heard.
Just trying to repeat the voice.
Hey, I'm Kenku. I can do that shit.
Thordrain.
Am I?
Thordrain looks towards you and just goes, I really don't want to talk about it now.
Understandable.
At least not here. Just open the door already.
What about you two? Yasmal, Minerva.
I don't think this is the right setting for this sort of conversations. Whatever happened probably won't happen again, but I don't feel comfortable in this hallway anymore.
And you? Well, all of you.
Jasmine looks a bit annoyed. Take a hint, Spellboy. We'll catch up later.
So
Very well then.
also I just realized because Codex is the only one with a level 3 keycard, if there is anything that jumps out of the door once we open it, Codex is the one who's going to take the hit.
Sacrificial bird.
Oh,
Alright, so you open the door then, yeah?
Well, seeing as Jasmine is very much refusing. Well, everyone's just wants to get the hell out. Bask is more or less just following suit at this point.
Alright, Codex, on
I
you,
see.
because you got the key card.
I think most of it is like, this is pretty stressful, but like, he's also curious because, like, they discussed about this with Bask and like, maybe we'll find some answers, and already this isn't looking good. I don't
I
know.
have the key
Not the
card.
good
but
kind of
also,
answers.
this shit's not on me anymore. I
So
don't
do you
want to
open
take
it?
point. I'm not taking point.
Does that Codex can just someone else wanna open the door? Gonna-
Someone else.
Oh, I'll take it.
Fine.
I was
jumps out, I can run.
I was gonna say Mother might as well just take the card. But yeah.
Merg might be the best option because he could fucking bolt.
Yeah, true.
Bask,
Mother would be like, oh hey, I'm KO again. The tradition.
So Merg takes the key card and just kind of like pushes it up against the thing. And the doors slowly begin to open.
What did it say in the cell block doors? Because there was like the door earlier, the smaller, and then the cell block doors, right?
There was 2 cell block doors. And that small thing earlier, you guys recognized that's very clearly one of the elevator things.
Okay.
Also, when you open this, that door closes.
I don't like that.
This almost looks like some kind of like sass. Like, you know, like those things that like. I guess it would be called like a lock or something like that. A lock chamber or
The
something.
door. Let's see.
This is screaming warning bells to me out of character.
As the door opens, you now see another empty room. That was very
Also,
small.
Those cell blocks scream just do not enter to me.
The room's almost tiny even. Straight ahead, you. What?
So you guys then enter.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the door behind us closed. I just noticed.
Yes, the far door. Essentially, they opened and closed at the same time, like at the same rate.
Naturally.
Okay, yeah. So it is really like a lock chamber or something like that. Basically, like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Morziver can surmise that at any one point it was only after this one, the back one closed, and when that closed, this one opened, and it would appear that at any one time both doors cannot be opened.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
it pretty much looks like it's made to make sure it doesn't let anything leave this place, which is not reassuring.
That to me that furthers my belief that we should probably quit while we're ahead.
Mm.
All right. So looking into the room and the barricade slows. As you does, and the door went before you, the lingering sense of dread you felt while in the room begins to fade.
Oh. So wait, was that sense of dread the being that we heard?
And as that happens, though, I think this actually might be a good spot to take a break.
Yep, we'll take a small break.
One.
Okay. So based off of those rolls, Bosk, you think about it, and what you heard was most definitely telepathy. Something was speaking into your mind.
Huh.
Although you think about it and you're like, can't quite figure out what it may have come from. Codex, on the other hand, what you know of telepathy is to be able to reliably use telepathy, you have to see your target.
That does not help reassure nerves.
You think about it and you're like, wait, whatever whispered to me could see me. You get a little chill down your spine at that realization.
I'm gonna say that whatever did those voices could see us.
Yes, telepath. And Bosk freezes like mid-step.
Merg stops mid-step too and just looks, are you serious?
Telepathy does have a rule that, like, would Bosk have like realized at that?
Yeah, and
once?
it was
Absolutely.
not mentioning, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's right.
We need to get out of here right now. And Bosk takes a brisk step forward.
Merg is already here against the door. He's gone.
Wait, okay, what's going on with the telepathy?
Oh, Codex would have relayed that essentially what you all heard was telepathy. However, one of the things in regards to telepathy is you can only really, in the overwhelming majority of cases of telepathy, is you can only speak to somebody that you can see.
Oh,
Which
So
means this
whoever
thing, whatever the
whispered to
fuck
you
it is.
was looking at you guys.
Yeah.
so it's not even beyond those doors. It's like, wait, okay, is there like hole in
Either
the
it's one of them two things. Either it's in the room with you, or it can see through the walls.
Can I look up and see if there is
We-
anything
Look
on the ceiling, like holes or something like
You
that?
look up.
Yeah, I
Roll
look up
perception.
and yeah.
Roll initiative.
I'm gonna roll perception also, nerd, because I'm gonna look also.
+6. Okay.
Bosk, at that realization, would just look back a little bit.
As you
And-
look up, you see a creature with many legs, with a massive maw. No, I'm just kidding. You don't.
Oh damn!
You know, I was waiting
Ah.
for you to describe a liquor for some reason.
So you guys look up and you see a ceiling.
Uh,
Doesn't look any different than what you've seen so far. So you think about it and you're like, wait. Whatever whispered to you was in one of those cell blocks, and they could see through the walls and it was watching you.
does it count as like things like blind sight or whatever?
Okay, Morzaver,
Alright.
Boss, and Codex roll intelligence.
Oh yeah, with my empathic linker over, can I sense anything with my bat's blind sight?
No, you sense nothing.
So what did you say?
But the three of you
Intelligence.
roll intelligence.
Okay,
Intelligence.
intelligence ability check. So +4.
Yeah.
1d20 +4.
Furious intelligence checks.
Okay, all three. Well, actually, no. Bosk and Codex roll history.
How about an inspiration?
How would you like to use the inspiration?
For the history, yeah.
E. Well done,
I-
Yummy.
Did not for I totally didn't forget
That's
the
natural one.
MMR. Whoa! Okay. I didn't
Yummy,
realize
stop
that.
cheating.
Sorry, but a
Stop
55 is not
cheating.
high enough.
Stop cheating.
55 just misses.
1d200.
Oh yeah, and
What
by
did
the
you
way,
call?
so you guys all approach inside the room,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you can
FFS.
do the thing while.
I'd imagine y'all would move as a unit.
Yep.
Yeah, we would be sticking together at this point.
Okay, so Bosk,
God, if
you
something
think about it,
different-
and as far as senses go, you're aware that people have vision, a dark vision, and some creatures, you know, have senses like a blind sight where they see sounds or they can feel tremor vibrations. But you'd know that none of those would apply here. The only sense that would be able to actually see through walls like that is true sight.
Hey,
So either it's following us invisible or intangible.
Well,
Either
true
it has-
sight can essentially just see through anything.
Yep.
Hmm.
What in Yorano's name is this?
Something wrong, boss?
Cause there's something here.
Do you people know what true sight does or is?
Imagine. I'm assuming I would know what true sight is.
Yeah,
I believe.
you three would
yeah.
know what true sight is.
Would I know what true sight is?
Unfortunately,
Actually, no. You would have to roll history.
I would.
Me?
Most of
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Codex would know.
Okay.
Okay, history. Okay, it's a +9 even, okay. One.
I believe it's a property that allows one to see past most barriers.
Not most. All
So
barriers.
moreover, you think about it, and you're like, "Oh yeah, true sight." You've
Thanks.
never encountered it personally, but you've read about it. It's effectively a sense that allows you to see everything around you within that distance. You can see through walls, people, objects, and you can even see into the ethereal plane.
Hmm.
So, based on what Bosk's telling you, that whatever was in one of those cells could see you guys, probably using true sight.
Okay.
And considering true sight is generally something that most creatures don't have, excluding the more, well, powerful creatures or creatures from like another plane or, you know, pretty much bad news stuff.
Considering
Uh,
all the
Or
good-
very good stuff.
considering all the Aether stuff that there is around here, I'm assuming it's one of those ethereal plane creatures.
No idea.
well,
Yeah, I know, but I'm just assuming.
Can Bask, like, with this realization, like telepathy, true sight, and the fact that, like, can Bask try to infer or like understand, like, because you know it
roll
spoke
intelligence.
about curses and like buried stuff and that kind of stuff. Can
Actually,
Bask
roll
sort of-
history with advantage because you
Oh.
would have looked into this.
would I have heard of stuff like this either?
Yeah, you roll history as well. Mortimer, unfortunately, this is some seriously scholarly shit.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
out of
you,
my
Avery.
expertise.
It certainly would not
Yeah, I
be
didn't
any
expect it
ordinary
to be
being
like-
entity.
Avery, I have expertise in this shit.
Osk, you think
Waffle.
about it for a second, and telepathy, true sight, powerful creature, and you're like,
and also knows because that essentially like nails what Bask is.
so essentially, and you think about it, it was reading your thoughts, and you immediately clicks that whatever's in there is an extraplanar creature, something not of the material plane, or not the origin of the material plane.
Whatever is in one of those cell blocks is an extraplanar creature.
You see,
Kind of looks at you like, what's that mean?
you see
That's
Minerva's face light up a little bit as if a light bulb went on her head. Right,
From another plane.
you're right. There would be an implication.
It reads our thoughts.
Indeed.
Would I be too far off with that presumption?
Bask kind of like sweeps everyone with his gaze.
Dasmus speaks up. That does make sense.
Apologies for being stuck in there for so long. I'm sorry, Jasmal. We really should leave.
So
I was-
as you get up to there, Merg realizes, oh, this thing pokes out the card, and the thing opens, and you see
What amazes me most is that somehow this thing is locked in there.
So this thing opens up, and you see really weird room, and with two glass windows that go into look like rooms that were similar to the workspaces almost. Although you see glass on the either side and across the room, and they're opaque. You can't see through it.
Straight ahead of you appears to be another glass barrier, but this is a bit different than the rest. As mentioned before, it is opaque, but it appears foggy almost. And to your left, you see another set of white metal double doors.
Oh, I forgot to remove that.
Good job.
No, you don't. No, you
Okay.
don't.
Okay, good job. Technical difficulties everyone. Ha ha ha. Bada 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 bada. Tell me when.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, so it's right there. Right here on me.
Alrighty.
On the outline.
Mm-hmm.
There.
And as it's
Are you
slow.
waiting for something?
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Once you make it over here, though, if there's any trace of that oppressive atmosphere back in the other hallway, it's fading a little bit.
I just read that.
Ari.
Good job, good job, you doofus.
Do you approach the
That
door
room-
ahead of you?
It's
That
already
room has-
open.
Yes, it is
It's
open.
right here, Emmy. See this?
I know.
Right there.
Right. What it opens to is quite bizarre. There are large red letters in that unknown language appearing on the large block panels on either side of the glass, along with the voice of a woman in a soft yet mechanical tone. The voice starts to speak in that unknown language, presumably the one you have seen in text thus far.
However,
Right, now it
those
comes
with
out.
comprehend language both read and hear them as.
If you should choose to use it. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
but-
lasts for an hour. Right, correct.
Yep.
Correct.
Emmy, read that.
Please enter the decontamination cell for mandatory decontamination to proceed. The health and safety of staff both in and out of the biological laboratory is of utmost importance. Thank you for understanding. For your understanding.
Great, we found fucking GLaDOS.
Can you say that again?
Thank you for your understanding.
Can you say that again?
Thank you for your understanding.
No, I will not be shut up. You shut
That
up.
is what you guys heard from the voice. Those with comprehend language. Everyone else had heard a bunch of gibberish. It doesn't make sense.
Paracolo aisageta to kelia pulimansa skiana and so on.
I'm afraid the cake is all, in fact, a lie.
The cake
So
is
what do
alive.
you guys do?
I kinda just turn towards Bass to be like, what did it say?
Can I have? Yeah. It's like, and Bosk says,
Please enter decontamination cell for mandatory decontamination to proceed. The health and safety of staff both in and out of the biological laboratory is of the utmost importance. Thank you for your understanding, is what it said.
Would that,
Like some sort of cleaning thing?
I'm
Ah,
assuming. I would assume so, based on the wording.
if we want to continue further down,
Decontamination.
it seems like we'll have to pass
It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound malicious, at least.
Maybe we look over there, but you know sciencey stuff, right? Do you have any idea what that means?
Something that's contaminated is something that is rots with disease or some sort of infection. I can imagine that it's some sort of area to ensure that that doesn't make its way over to the lab.
Oh, so like it doesn't go in and out. Stops it. Out.
Essentially, would clean, I would imagine.
Some sort of sanitary purpose.
Well, that should be alright.
Well, obviously, you gotta survive to get through this. I mean, I hope.
Yeah, that makes
Well,
sense.
Well, they wouldn't require. It wouldn't be a thing for whatever this was if this would kill everyone.
I definitely wouldn't mind being cleaner.
Berg like lifts his armpit like, ugh.
Yeah, you go in and take a shower or whatever.
So I guess we enter.
Well,
So do you all enter then?
very well.
Alright, so I'll move that.
I'm curious.
Biological.
Can you leave Marzipan out? Because
When I look at it just standing in the back. Like, oh well,
as
see
you do
guys
that,
later.
the doors behind you close.
Also, I just try to figure out if I can keep the samples I harvested from those plants out of it, just so that way they don't get potentially ruined.
I believe
Well, you have them
Codex.
in your container in your bag. So
Yeah,
you
I guess.
think they'll be okay? Maybe.
I believe Codex and Boskiers. Thank you for your cooperation. Please stand by. And a few moments later, you'll notice a misty, like fog spread around the room for a few moments before slowly dissipating. Much to your surprise, you barely even felt it. It had no particular smell or taste either. It was undoubtedly quite strange. Then a couple more moments, the voice returns. Mandatory decontamination complete. Those in transit to ALF-01, please refrain from disturbing biological laboratory staff. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. You may now proceed. AL-F0. It's a very awkward thing to say. Alright.
Immersion ruined.
Fuck you. I'm
Okay,
a
but I'm wondering.
We are heading towards, presumably towards another one of those stone doors or something parallel to that.
Oh, okay. When I'm wondering if like that Onkeg is like kind of like that interplanetary
Okay, go on.
creature that like apparently is locked.
No,
You don't
I
know
think
what
that
the heck was
yeah.
up with that Ankeg. The boss knows that he was incredibly magical. Alright.
Yeah, I wonder if like the creature that's probably behind those doors is actually like in the same case as the Onkeg. God, I really want to open, but at the same time, I really don't.
Alrighty. And
Imagine
in a few moments, the door ahead of you opens as a vast expanse of a room awaits your entry. The space is absolutely massive, leaps and bounds larger than any room this far. Side to side, you're also met with a scene that you take a moment to process, and it leaves you completely awestruck. However, not from wonder or fascination. And once you start to take it in, you are beset with a sense of abject horror.
what did we walk into?
Find in just a moment.
In before, this is actually where the cause of our dread is.
For the record,
Next thing you know, I'm saying this as a joke. Next thing you know, you see someone what looks like a humanoid rising from a body with ketchup, what appears to be ketchup on its face. It stares into the camera.
No.
I
No.
was trying to do that Resident Evil thing.
Oh
No.
God, I'm guessing once you have like biological experiments in tubes.
the floor is yours, Bun.
You find yourself struggling to formulate words in your mind that do any semblance of justice describing just what it is that extends before you. Pairs of large cylindrical glass tanks run opposite from one another down the center of the room. Most appear to be empty, though some are filled with some sort of clear green liquid. However, that is not the entirety of these tanks' contents. Something else is in them. Something abominable. Something grotesque. Something living. However, you're not sure if living is the right word to describe these things. Twisted amalgamations of flesh, limbs, and heads also reside within. The closest one looks to merely bob slowly up and down within its tank, while the creature directly adjacent to it seems to remain perfectly still in the center of the area. The abomination across the room from it, though, appears to twitch spastically from time to time. However, even from this great distance, it's easy to tell that the one in the far tank suffers a fate far crueler than the rest. Thrashing wildly about within its glass prison, the thing endlessly writhes, as if somehow suspended in a state of perpetual agony. Horrific as this sight may be, it is but only the beginning of what this hellish factory of nightmares has concocted. Many, many more smaller glass tanks line the full extent of the southern wall. Those that yet still retain its green liquid, another, much smaller creature can be found within. However, each and every single last one of these minuscule beings appear to endure a similar fate to that of the monster in the far tank. A number of tables can also be found within this hellish place that house several metal instruments. Some look almost horrific in size and shape, while others look so twisted you can't help but feel that you'd rather not know what they were even used for. Along the northern wall are apparent cabinets, containers, and small doors, though given everything you've seen here, you're not sure if you should even open them. With having time to take in the scene, you notice what you thought were once empty tanks actually aren't empty at all. Within them lie the seemingly mummified remains of the things that were at one point suspended in the green substance like the rest. Their apparent life-sustaining liquid having somehow drained and now lays dried on the tiles around the tank. At this point, it is overtly apparent that these were the lucky ones. Their holding cells have somehow been cracked during the passage of time. Through this merciful twist of fate, they found themselves liberated in death's cold embrace. One can only begin to hazard a guess as to how long these other poor souls have been trapped in their glass prisons. With this nightmare's visage now laid out before you, and your female companions frozen aghast in shock and horror, what do you do?
This seems to me like we don't want to be here.
Jasmal's turned around, taking a deep breath. And Thordrine has a hand to her mouth and starts to turn away, reeling a little bit. She looks about ready to throw up.
Merc steps out and just looks around. What the fuck is this place?
Would Boss kind of connect the dots and realize that the biological laboratory is this?
It doesn't take much to realize that this is probably the biological lab. Although on the far, far side, you see something unique. There is a purple metal door. Pretty big one.
You know, this to me seems like a trap.
Boss battle.
What is this?
Don't worry, we only skipped Resident Evil right to the fucking tyrant.
With early game health, weapons, and fucking everything.
See, based on Boss, the one directly north of you and the ones around you, these creatures look like they shouldn't be alive. As in, like, it's amazing how they somehow are, because it doesn't look like they could walk or do anything. Like
What-
they're just an
what-
amalgamation of flesh.
What are you? Can I run an Arcana check to see like the liquid and the creature in the tank?
Roll
Figure
Arcana.
out what it is.
Do that too.
Nope.
Question.
Nope.
Does
I'm good.
does any of the parts they're made of remind me? I don't know, maybe of like another creature?
Roll nature.
And you heard from behind you, Mazavet. No,
What is it?
no. I'm good. I'm good. I'll just wait here.
Wait,
Fine.
what is it?
All right.
Oh, wait,
That's
was
fine,
it like
Ryan.
her talking from behind?
Okay, what was that you rolled?
The what is the Arcana?
I also did Arcana on that.
As far as your Arcana goes, you have never seen anything like this before. And apparently, whatever this liquid is, has been keeping these things alive for a very, very long time. But beyond that, you have no idea. You certainly have never heard of any sort of substance or alchemy or anything like that that could possibly accomplish something like this.
Alright, that just further says to me, let's nod and say we did.
What
Imagine
on
these things
earth?
can jump out of their things and just attack us or some shit.
Do I sense any magic from it? Like at all?
Well, you can tell just by looking at it that this is most certainly magical. But as far as what magic,
Is this gonna be like the Ankh egg?
well, you can tell just by looking at them. If they somehow did get out of the tank, yeah, they wouldn't they wouldn't put up much of a fight.
This is
If they could fight
amazing,
at all.
but horrifying.
When I mean like they're a twisted amalgamation of flesh, I mean like
Uh-huh.
parts are where they shouldn't be. Multiple heads, it's just a mangled mess.
Minerva's right beside you, looking into the same tank as you.
Do you have an idea as to
By the way, I'm guessing I don't
Mhm.
recognize any of like the parts as part of the creatures, I guess.
Hold on, Moziver, if you would.
Yeah.
Continue, Flips.
do you have any idea of what this I can sense magic, but this is cruelty beyond belief. They are suspended in animation, almost like. But I don't know what for or how.
What were they
Baskel's
doing?
claw against the tank.
What were they doing?
Bird take
To
his bow.
warrant this?
From the wake up block.
Wait, what? He's gonna like wake up Locke for this? To make us see this? Why for?
Bird takes his bow. Aims it up the tank and draws. And gonna use 2 points of inspiration to auto crit and shoot the thing in the tank.
And as it does, the bolt flies, scoring straight into it. There's a small flash of light as it connects with the tank, before quickly it breaks apart, sending the liquid flying out, before more cracks appear. And it all just seeps out of the container. The
Which
creature
container
within
did he shoot?
carried out
The
by
far,
the
the far one
Mhm.
Okay.
over there.
What's going on?
This is horrible. Merg then takes his bow and shoots the other one using point of inspiration. And I forgot that he has steady aim. So he shoots this one too.
I guess while he do that, can I try to like look at those tables and see if there is anything on them?
You
Would it
see
be-
metal instruments.
Oh, metal instruments. Hmm.
Merg does the same to the next
Ups.
tank.
Hmm.
And as each
guess
of
I'll-
them, and as each of the creatures fall out of the tank, you see that they start to writhe a little bit before
You
quickly
might
go-
want to move, boss.
before quickly
yeah.
going limp.
Merg nods. And he aims up at the tank.
Bosk puts his hand against it and casts frostbite on the glass.
Make an exit. Mergzetus gets the fuck out of the way. Because this all shatters and breaks out at one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, deck save.
Dex
Yep.
save. Hehe.
Sorry, I lost my my things.
Hmm.
Lag. What? Oh, there we go. 12.
You barely
So-
made it out of the way and some splashes onto your feet, but you're otherwise fine. Although the creature just kind of washes down and falls next to you, and it's horrible. It just kind of like sits there and spasms and twitches a bit. We're kind of seizing and then just falling silent.
Hmm. I'm looking at the door. And I guess considering the color and stuff like that, is this like if in made of Ethereum or something like that?
It does not appear to bring anything Ethereum to mind.
It does not appear to be, no, but there's something else. You take a closer look. Roll investigation.
Okay. Okay, do I have it? Do I have let's see. What do I have? Do I have spells and counts? I have 3 inspiration. I'm going to use an inspiration because I want to have a good roll on this. So I'm consuming an inspiration.
Bosk would probably, after a while, walk up to Mozover and give him a hand.
So wait, do I just?
So you roll as well. As you're doing that, Merg is just smashing these tanks one by one.
So why is this code dying?
Be right back in a moment.
Why are you asking if it's died? I can hear fine.
No, but like when I post a message,
It
like
it
lags.
lags. Yeah, it lags for a lot.
Oh, good. Yeah, oh, good. It's not just me. I thought it was my internet going stupid again.
Nope.
Okay, I didn't lag.
Could be possible that yours is probably just fine-ish, or you know. But yeah, I just noticed that Discord has been lagging for me as well.
must be server side then,
I am back.
Yep.
or largely server sided.
Alright,
Why
I'm
am
back.
I
What
not
happened?
affected by?
Largely server-sided. I don't know. Maybe Discord has its HQ on your apartment's roof or something. Yeah.
Some Rick walks up to you guys and just kind of puts his boat away. Those poor creatures, that was horrible.
Right, so what do I get with the 21? I guess, wait, Bask is also helping me. Do I need to roll again?
No, it would be an auto-crit in that case.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
Oh.
so with a total 24.
Hmm.
Alright, let's see. As you find your guys' way down the far lab, finds us from a large door. However, one look at this and it's immediately apparent that this door is far, far different from what you have encountered yet. It doesn't seem to follow the same color scheme as the rest of the building, obviously. There's a purple color to it and patterns etched within them. To both sides of the doors, you see 2 panels similar to the blast-proof doors in the containment center. Also, it's hard to notice at first, but above the door there's text in an unknown language, which those with comprehended language would see as AALF01.
This is it.
Dusk points above the door.
See, you look at it and you see you're not really sure what these glyphs are, Morziver. However, Bosk, on the other hand, you recognize these runes to be similar to the ones found on the stone door in the Viridian Hills mine. They are spell glyphs. And while its contents are seemingly incomprehensible and appear to not following the rules of your usual arcane spell glyphs, you believe you know why. You are fairly confident that the spells contained within these glyphs are none other than aether magic spells. However, as far as what they do or why they are on the door is beyond you. Seeing it up close firsthand, it's easy to tell that Oswald had been telling the truth about Aether. Because without understanding of the concept of Aether, it is literally impossible to be beginning to even attempting to decipher anything at all from these spell glyphs. Or let alone whatever's within them. Without a conceptual point of reference, these magical signatures could literally mean anything for all you know. So albeit frustrating to hit such a dead end, it is most certainly fascinating to see the thing firsthand and confirm this fact with your own eyes. So what do you do?
We have hit a dead end.
I mean, I'm looking at the panel on the side. Maybe we could at the very least try the key card. None of them.
You guys try the key card.
Well, I gave it to Merg or whatever. I gave
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
thing
right.
to Merg, so
Merg nods and walks up to the door.
If you would, please.
Be careful.
So he passes the thing by, and so as you try to attempt, a string of red text appears above the panel in front of Merg in an unknown language. Those who comprehend language see additional security card access required. Please try again with another senior researcher with sufficient security key access.
that was with the level 3 key.
Do we need to find like a level 4 somewhere?
You hear footsteps
No,
as
additional.
Wait, footsteps?
As Jasmine and Thordrain catch up.
Oh,
Thordrain looks a
I
little
think we need
bit.
another one of these things. One's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else got a number 3?
Minerva
we?
takes Minerva.
no, it was the only one we found.
Minerva looks a bit thoughtful for a second. Oh, right. She fishes into her pockets and produces another key card. I found this earlier.
Where was that?
There's one of the lockers all the way back there. Sorry, I keep forgetting in the headspace. One of those containers back all the way back when we first entered.
Oh, those miniature.
Those long vertical chests, yeah.
Bosk looks at her, then looks at the purple door.
Might as well try.
We may see something even more horrible behind these doors.
Can't get much worse than this.
I know.
At least I'd like to
Since
think so.
Murphy's
I'm in
locked,
no
I
hurry.
mean,
I'm in no. Marge is like, well, I'm in no hurry to stay here. So, what number is that card?
She takes a look
Anna?
over it. Takes a look over it.
We
I think we need a
a
number three.
Number 3. From what I understand.
I think so.
May I?
Sure,
May I see the card?
sure. She hands it
Bosk,
over to you.
Bosk takes it gently and looks at it. Does he see a number 3 anywhere with comprehend languages?
This card is actually very surprisingly. You can read this card.
What?
What? Bosk just looks genuinely shocked.
And where there was a number, there is no number. Instead, there's a symbol.
A symbol? What do I see?
What does the card read?
You see on it, it says name. And the next to that just simply says Hope Girl.
Hope Girl.
I'm
As in,
guessing
like
that
two words or one word?
2 words, Hope Girl.
I'm guessing it's like a name, like you know how like some name have like you know names that mean flower girl or
Like Japanese, basically.
Yeah.
Like a lot of names in the world have meanings, I suppose.
See, you could comprehend language
Hanako.
literally translates things. So you'd probably be able to surmise that it's probably a name to that degree that means something, but is also used as a name.
You motherfucker. Out of character. Hanako.
Flower of shine.
wait, does Hanako means hope girl?
It means
No,
flower.
that's
No.
just our girl.
No, yeah. Hope Girl would be... Well, Kibo is literal translation of hope, but then would be...
But yeah, quick tangent. Hanako, funnily enough, Hanako is the name used for a Japanese urban legend.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yep.
aware.
And you see a
Not
woman
the good
on
guy.
the thing with light hair. Similar
this urban-
appearance to the other ones. Or not light, but short.
Is this urban legend the one I'm thinking of? That's the Grudge is based off of.
Yes.
Not quite, but
No,
there
no
are
one in
a
the
lot of
toilet.
them- There are a lot of them that are on Euro, but this one is a kindergartner who's kind of like a mix between the Grudge and Candyman, I suppose. Like if you say
Okay.
like if you say her name like 3 times in front of a bathroom stall, she comes out and drags you and fucking kills you, and drags your
Oh.
body into the toilet.
Hope
You guys give it a
Girl?
try.
Uh,
Roll intelligence, boss.
Boss just says Hope Girl out loud multiple times.
Hope
What are you
girl, hope
talking
girl,
I mean,
hope girl.
technically that's not saying the keyword, the actual thing. So
That's a 23.
You think about it, and you think that this card, based on the fact that it's different, and the person within the picture looks very official looking, their attire. and the fact that there isn't a security clearance on this thing, whoever this is probably not from this facility, but is probably somebody very high ranking. To agree that they can just walk in here. Like whoever
Ow.
this car belongs to, they're kind of a big deal. Is essentially what you surmise.
This may be one of the higher ups of whatever bigger part this entire building is.
That's-
Not want to hang on to that one then.
Yeah, it's
My thoughts exactly.
a real lucky find. I'm glad I picked that up.
Might even be able to use it other places.
So, what shall we do? Shall we attempt to access, or
Well, there's only a nightmare factory behind us. I mean,
If anything, this would probably serve as a good countermeasure against anything this facility might have.
With that, Bosk kinda hesitantly takes an intent look at the woman on the card. Mouthing hope girl. Flipping it around and pressing it against the whatever the thing is that Merg did.
so the two of you, the thing opens very slowly, much like the other one.
stand back?
Bosk basically just instinctually
What?
hops back a little bit.
He humps back. What?
Hops back.
Manila also hops back at your
concerned
direction.
face.
And
I'm
as
concerned.
after a moment, this goes, why
So-
are we hopping back?
Is the door not opening?
I'm just getting it.
Instincts, I suppose.
Yeah. There's apparently an extraplanar, like telepathic voice thing creature behind us, and that's probably bad news.
Not even, and I'm still
Nah.
not convinced that it's properly
Why did I
tracked.
have this here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm wondering.
Are you a
Can
wind
it-
though?
No, but okay. So, if a creature can read your thoughts and its ability, can you technically communicate with it mentally?
I'd rather not try that.
If it's a proper link, I think yes. But
Hey, how are you
I mean, like-
doing?
if you can read, if it can read your thoughts, like, potentially, like if you think hard enough of a question.
I mean, go ahead and try.
I mean, I'll do that later. I'm planning on doing that later, but yeah.
Oh God!
Like, hey, what's up?
What's up, extraplanar
Possess
mo-
your soul.
Oh, it's Orochi.
I'm just more on the lines of let's leave this place and come back after the end of time.
Come back after we're level 20 and can defeat gods.
Let me eat your soul.
No thanks. By the way,
And this
return the slab.
Go fuck
That's-
yourself.
That's, that's a lot of purple.
Return the
And
slab.
Discord is lagging.
You are
Yep,
met
see, I
with
told ya.
this
I'm the
room.
only one not lagging.
Good, you're the
It
odd
feels
man out.
very different. There's a sense of power emanating from this room. Purple lines trace the outlines of tiles on the walls and floors, instead of the usual black and white seen elsewhere in this place. You notice 4 pairs of black doors with purple traces on the outer rims of
You
them.
mean 2 pairs?
4 pairs is what it says here.
Okay.
Like, these are double doors.
One that
Yeah,
draws
then
your
two
attention
people.
away from even the outdoors, and the far back room is the
Fine.
spectacular sight. Sorry.
This isn't. I forgot to.
Yeah,
Don't read
did-
that part.
Okay, I won't.
That's after the next one. 'Cause I forgot to change that.
Good job. I trust you.
But yeah, so you look and yeah, this room is something else. To the degree that
Hold on.
it doesn't fit with anything else.
Rita, some of those are used for moving things.
Oh, in the background. You can always open them back. Okay.
See, mostly those don't have anything in them. I'm just copying them as I use them.
Okay. Ah, my eyes.
But yeah, so you have this room ahead of you. What do you do?
I'll tell you what I do. I return the slab.
That's very yummy.
I'm having too much fun with that. I know.
Going to fucking kill you.
You entered the room,
No.
and also
no.
you notice that in this room the lights are actually kind of dimmed. Most of the light you see is coming in from the room that you were in. It's not dark,
Go,
it's just dim.
Go, Mr. Squeakums. Scout the area.
Alright.
Well, you can see, actually, you can see all of this just fine. It's just a bit dimmed. Looking close within the floor, the purple tiles are quite different. They even look as if they're made of a different material. And between the tiles, there's almost like a translucent material that just runs through all of them in like a grid pattern. What do you do?
Well, I guess we'll enter.
Alright.
I mean, I don't know what our artist opinions on this.
My
Alright.
opinion is still, at this point, I think we're seeing enough. We should put the head out.
Do you express this in character?
No, that's just my other character thought.
Alright.
Yeah, so you see 4 black doors with similar lines around them. But on the far end is a door just like the one that you opened.
Well, I'm gonna have my bat scout ahead to see if it can see anything with its blind sight or whatever through the doorway.
Alright, so you send your bat to fly around, go about, go by the floor, by the ceiling, up towards the door, and it doesn't seem to notice anything that you don't. It's just the room. And nothing happens to it or anything, it's just there.
For some reason, this does not help. This does not help alleviate my concerns.
Do you approach a door? Do you approach the far door? Do you try to step on the floor? What do you don't do?
I ain't got no idea, if I'm being honest.
Bask would probably just walk here, kind of slowly, like almost in a trance, just kind of look around, like what
As you
the-
enter the room, you feel a bit of a tingling sensation, but not like it's harmful or anything, but it feels like there's almost like an immense power within this room.
Immense what?
Power. Not in the sense
Power.
of ominous, but
Like
more
as
like...
in like the magical sense, as in like energy.
Okay.
This. What is this? This power is incredible.
It really is. We're so lucky to be here. Everything considered.
Murd kind of like bangs on this door. These things don't seem to open. I don't see any locks or panels or, well, Ain't anything.
Let me have a gander.
Are these even doors?
As Soran saunters over, and Jasmine just looks in, just kind of sighing a little bit. And as that happens, you'll hear a familiar sound. A very distinct sound unique to this
No,
building.
not that one,
Okay.
not that one, not that one.
Okay.
Like I said, I
don't
forgot
know.
to get the other part.
The cues. I don't have the cues. You wrote this
Like
part.
I said, I thought I wrote this part, but apparently it didn't update. But anyways. So what do y'all do?
Why is that very familiar sound we heard?
You didn't hear anything, and that's
No.
something
I
like
don't hear anything.
Oh,
out of character. Just pretend you didn't hear that because,
okay.
like I said,
We are so
apparently
organized.
something I wrote did not save. So I'm just
Well,
going
I
back
guess-
for that.
Well, I guess if we can't open these black doors, there doesn't seem to be any way to open them, is there?
From what you can tell looking at it, they may as well be part of the wall. The only ways that gives you suggestion that there's doors is the outlines within them.
Hmm. I see.
Excuse me.
So Merg walks up to this door. There's only one panel on this one. Merg looks back. Should I try to open this?
Mother kind of like turns back to Bask and ask him to come with the, I guess, super key card he has. Or VIP key card, whatever it is.
The kind of a big deal card.
Yeah, it's a big deal card.
Bask would walk up.
Do you think that it works on this door?
Most
Merg
likely.
takes his card and like swipes it by it. And there's like a buzz sound. And then on top of the panel, red lights appear in an unknown language. Insufficient security access.
Considering,
I don't know what that means, but it doesn't seem like it works.
well, considering how the rest of this place worked, it seems like some cards have lower access than others, and logically, none of the lower access cards would have access to this door. So,
There is only one thing I can think of.
How do you try this one then? Merg
We-
points to the thing.
We can.
And Bask would then swipe the kind of a big deal woman card over the scanner thing reader. What happened, if anything?
So, kind of similar to the other room of the containment center. Before this one begins to open, the door on the far side closes.
As normal.
Okay, I checking my check as I accidentally unplugged the thing.
Good job.
Okay, it's working.
Yay. Things working is definitely a benefit.
is that some kind of control room?
Huh? Why did you close out?
Okay, I mean, now you can read that upper part.
Alright. Alrighty.
Wait, no, hold on. Let me, because I forgot.
Yes.
All right.
man.
So as the door opens,
You can go ahead and just so you're sure.
you find that it has another similar floor pattern to this, but as it opens up, it ends up open to something quite grand. And before you, there seems to be this large encasement of glass, and within it is a very large crystal. And it's kind of dim yellow to it. But then your attention is immediately stolen from the left and the right. And as you watch it, you've never seen anything like this before. Not even close. Spells and effects that hold the crackling discharge of lightning magic steady for longer than just a few seconds at a time are simply unheard of. Because within this, you see crystals just sporadically just discharging lightning. Just perpetually.
Oh,
Because as far as you know it, the destructive power of lightning magic is swift, violent, and fleeting. So to see a display of perpetual lightning discharge like this is absolutely mind-boggling to those remotely familiar with the arcane. This literally goes against everything you know about lightning magic and its unbridled violent nature. How such a feat can even be accomplished goes far beyond even the scopes of your imaginations. You have absolutely no idea how it is doing this.
well, that guy just approaches the glass, kind of like thinking about what this could mean, and like, yeah, he seems very interested in like trying in understanding more about this.
As you get closer to it, you take a closer look and you see that the crystal is actually spinning. And it's spinning at such an accelerated degree that its motion is blurring. You have no idea what this is or how you could hope to achieve this sort of feat. You certainly find it worth noticing. As for interacting with the crystal, you see what appears to be a small black panel right in front of you with some different buttons on display, but what really seems unusual about it is it looks like to be like a hand, like crank. Not like a lever you would pull, but something you would grab and spin. You look from the one across from you, you see it over there too. And then you look to the large one in the middle. And you don't have comprehend languages up, do you?
I do.
Well, you would see small red text
As do I.
on the panels saying it says what's on it, manual reboot required.
Reboot, that is.
Manual
And
reboot.
there is a red light flashing above the hand cranks.
The like the thing in front of the.
Whereas the other ones have a solid green light above their hand cranks.
Why do I have a feeling on a character that doing this reboot would free whatever that thing was?
I doubt it, but
It seems kind of. I don't know.
doubt-
Would it?
I doubt it would free it. It feels like more like the system that like makes this whole place work.
Yeah, like because this was behind a level 3 key card.
No, more
So
than
this
that.
was
So-
behind higher than that.
Oh yeah.
Level 3 you wouldn't get in this.
I doubt it would be used to like free a thing.
Well, what do you think happens when the power goes out?
It's It's the opposite. It's like asking to reboot.
Speaking of that, Bosk, as you're walking by, you look on the left, and you see a little red light or red text above the other crystal core. Let's see, check my note. It says in an unknown language,
one-
but you would read emergency backup power active.
Emergency backup power? To what?
You look to the other one, and it says it on the other one as well. Make an intelligence check.
This is so fucking weird.
I just have a really bad feeling here.
I mean, hey, Codex is standing like at least like 100 feet away. So yeah.
There's a sound of
That's
gears
just because
as
that's
Boss
just
brains.
because I forgot to update where I am on the map. That's all.
Yup.
I'm just imagining
You're
like
always lagging
Codex
behind.
standing in like the very
You look
far
at it, and
away.
you can't quite figure out exactly what it might be in regards to, but you look at these two, and then you look at the big one. And you think that maybe that is actually the power source, but you're not quite sure. Codex, on the other hand, you look at the two, and you're like, those are emergency backup powers in case that big one were to stop for some reason. And obviously it looks like it stopped, so you figure that those two crystals are probably what's powering this whole building currently.
God damn.
Could I try to pull one of the red lit lever?
The little handles.
Yeah.
Sure, what do? Do you spin it? Because it's one of those that you would hold on to and spin.
Oh.
Kind of like a winch crank.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. If it looks like a thing that you spin, I can like, to grab one of the red ones. You can like try to spin it. That's
So as you grab it, and you notice there's a bit of resistance, but you're able to like slowly begin to spin it more and more, and you hear a hum coming from the contraption in front of you. And as you spin it faster, the red light that's blinking above the handle turns yellow.
Huh. I guess I'll continue spinning it.
Make an intelligence check.
Yep. Proficiency, ability check. I think it's 4. Yeah, it's 4. I hope that nobody like trying to stop me or anything.
As you do this, you think, I think all three need to do this at the same time.
Wait,
Well,
after-
we don't know
Zabur.
what all to think exactly.
What are you doing, Morzaver?
I was checking this thing out. I'm assuming Basque shared vocally what it said, right?
Yep, Bosk
Okay.
and I believe Codex as well.
Yeah, what if?
What if we made all these things turn green? It appears everyone needs to do it at the same. It needs to be done at the same time for all of these red ones.
What would that accomplish then?
Who knows? Maybe we'll unlock something.
Just know this is a terrible idea out of character.
It's only a little death. A little death's never killed anyone. Wait.
But I mean, what else? Like,
I didn't
Like,
say there
okay,
was a
like,
better. I didn't say
le-
there was any other option. Or
I mean,
better
like,
option.
literally, either we leave or we try this. There is nothing else we can do.
Well, leaving
There
doesn't
is-
sound that bad.
Give
Yeah.
chicken was.
I'm pragmatic here.
Where's your sense of adventure?
So do you all spin the cranks?
Let's go for it. Let's die.
My sense of
So
adventure.
who is going to do it?
I mean,
my
I'm
sense
already
of
on
adventure
one of them.
stops
Bosk is gonna take the
life
other
and
one.
limb gets involved.
True.
So, but yeah, by the way, the thing I'm spinning is like the one on the big thing, right? I kind of just didn't move my character, but yeah, it's one of the red thing is on the big thing, right? Hello?
Hello?
Say that again.
The thing I'm spinning,
Merg seeing you doing that.
it's on the big thing, right? I just haven't moved my character yet.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
eventually Merg goes to the one next to you, and does Bosk take the north one?
Yep.
So Merg sees what you're doing, grabs it and starts spinning it. You know, and as he does that, the thing in front of you begins to hum louder and louder. And then the light above Merg's crank turns yellow. I think it's doing something. And Bosk,
Yeah.
Make a
It's
strength check.
wonderful.
Yes.
I'm trying to fix this.
I'm just keeping watch in case some unexpected shit hits the fan. Because I
Imagine
know
it's just a
what it will.
cliffhanger or something.
Okay, so as you spin it and it begins to hum, and as you pick up speed, you notice the crystal in front of you also begins to spin. You all see the big crystal begin to hum and start to crackle. And as you get yours going to match up with the other ones, it turns yellow briefly before they all turn a solid green. And the crystal in front of you just lights up with lightning energy, violently crackling as it spins. And as it goes faster, it begins to blur to where you can no longer see it, but just lightning crackling all over the place. And then something amazing happens. You watch the energy go from the crystal down into the device, and then the entire floor of the room sparks to life.
Oh.
And now the entire area is just filled with a warm purple glow from the lines between the tiles.
Looks like you got
And as
into
you
work.
look back, something's different in the other room. The doors that were up against the wall that had the solid dull outlines are now a bright purple.
Danger, danger.
Danger, danger.
Stranger Ranger. Death, death
I
incoming.
think we turned it on. Whatever it is.
You turned it on? Shouldn't you have to try to buy dinner first?
But before you do
Good
that,
job.
why don't you take a seat in this chair right here?
So, with the area humming with power, and that's another thing you guys feel, it's just... Bosk, you've been around magical artifacts before. Same with you, Codex. You've handled a lot. And you could always feel within the just tremendous power that, is held within it. But this room, this thing in front of you, just dwarfs anything you've ever felt before. Like, you could just feel just raw, arcane power emanating from this object.
Speaking of dwarves, the resident one pipes up. I'm no spell slinger, but I definitely want to figure out how this all works.
Bird kind of wanders back in this room.
So do I.
Thanks.
This looks pretty cool.
But yeah, Moreover, like responded to like Ford right now saying like, so do I. Like kind of like looking at like the crystal doll spinning.
She just she walks up to you and gives you a good-hearted slap on the thigh. That's the spirit. Always taking an opportunity to learn. That's the creed of a blacksmith.
Moreover kind of just like jump a bit, like you know like the shoulder kind of raise a bit when he gets slapped. Like,
Come on, it was only a tap.
he just wasn't expecting it.
But come on, let's check these out.
So now that the power is on, Mordecai just walks toward like one of the doors, specifically the first one he sees down south, and kind of approaches it.
Well, that's that part taken care of. These doors. Wonder where they lead.
So as you open to it, so did y'all leave that?
I would imagine so. The wizard's just lagging behind.
I doubt we'll be able to. I'm
And
wondering.
as it opens into a void of black.
Oh,
Like you're actually, as the light doesn't even enter this room. The door opens and it's just a wall of black.
Go, Mr. Squeakums. Scout the area of your blind sight.
Volkut would follow.
You feel your connection to your familiars just cut.
What? Did I... What? Did I feel anything through the empathetic link?
You realize that they're gone.
What?
Just
Um,
gone.
about that, how about we leave now?
And as you do that, you hear a familiar humming noise
Now you do
that
it.
you have heard several times since you've been here. And you notice that the door that you guys just came out of
Yes? Came out of?
is closing.
There you go.
And the room from the front begins to open.
what?
Oh hey, there's some SPC containment breach it, isn't it?
So what? Now we have Resident Evil, we have
SCP.
Hitman Absolution, SCP,
Wait, where did you get Hitman Absolution?
the fucking Dr. Green like laboratory area bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
But damn, so like, is there no way for you guys to recover your familiars?
No, we just have to spend an hour. But let's
Yeah.
not do that here.
It's a
And
1
also,
hour
the
ritual
doors in
fixing.
front of you suddenly close.
Pop, I guess the familiars were eaten by this thing.
Lovely.
Maybe. As much as these mice.
Also, Volk, what about that humming?
What's that noise?
That's Olasp, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Probably.
I'm banging an empty water bottle on my shoulder.
Hey, I do the same thing.
Nervous stick, I
Yeah.
guess.
No, just
Come on, just lay whatever this is on us.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
doing a
no,
lot of
it's
things at
just-
once.
that's just fidgeting.
Like I said, nervous stick.
No, just ADHD.
Take a mush. Alright.
We'd be so dead.
This is like deader than having to fight Sabathiel dead.
Nah.
Yeah, it's
Nah.
not that bad, probably.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
probably.
uh,
Yeah,
Well,
probably
actually,
is
the
what
door
worries
begins.
me.
Mm-hmm.
To open.
What's up, Frida?
Depending on how you look at it. Because I've seen this thing.
No, you're not.
This thing? No,
That thing.
fuck you.
Show your
You
face.
haven't seen shit.
But yeah, but yeah, Model can just like walk a step back from that one door. Be like, I don't think it's a good idea actually to go in there.
Look at
Remember, you guys have to remember what SCP means. It means scan, copy, and print.
Secure containment breach.
P, not B.
Secure, contain, protect.
Please wait warmly.
Close enough.
Please wait warmly till the extra stage boss fucks you over.
Isn't it a little too early to fight Flandre?
So as the door
No, you-
opens,
You mean Yukari and Ran?
individuals come rushing into the room.
What?
Yeah?
What's these people?
You hear a voice. Call out.
The fuck?
Goddamn! Cav was right again! They're back here!
Huh?
Mate,
Nani?
There were people in here?
I have a bad feeling that I know who these people are.
So
Is
you
this-
look at these people, and their attire is something else. It's very
My God.
sleek compared to usual armor, but they're clearly armored. And they're wearing pretty much all black, except for the edge of their uniforms, which are gray. And they also have helmets that also look a little strange. But
Is
the
this
two,
fucking SWAT?
that's the two in the front. The two behind
This is-
them look just like them, but they're very heavily armored.
This is literally like special weapons attack team. What
And
the
they all
fuck?
raise what look to be some sort of long firearm at you.
As they approach.
Hey, would you look at that M16A4 and fuck some MP7s in there?
This is literally some kind of.
And then you hear a voice call out behind. No! Our orders to apprehend them, you buffoons! Besides,
Oh, hi Arnold.
if you accidentally hit one of the cores, we all die. Along with this damn facility. Put those rifles away this instant. Swear your enforcers, or I'll shoot first, ask questions never. One of the enforcers in back responds, isn't that kind of our jobs normally? Normally, the situation is special. Why do you think I'm even this far up with you in the clear, with you guys all to begin with? The militants all stop and look between each other for a moment, forgiving each other a few nods and shrugs, and then quickly stowing the firearm. The person behind the voice comes forward from behind the crowd. He's a somewhat tall man in a white overcoat with an almost white short hair and has a very distinguished look to him. He appears to have orcish and human features. He eyes you all with a look of intrigue before clearing his throat and speaking.
Ich speak here.
Greetings. I'm Gerald Evanoff, Senior Thavma Archaeological Society Field Officer. And as I have said, our orders are to apprehend and escort you back all to the surface. I'd prefer for this not to get ugly, so we'll give you a chance to surrender and come quietly. Because apparently some of our higher-ups appear to have their eyes on you lot for some reason. Frankly, I have no idea why, but that doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is it's not too late to salvage situation. If anything you have come to learn about these runes truly are, it does indeed expedite some processes. So I suppose you could say that it's in our best interest at this point not to harm you. So with that said, I give you my word as a senior TAS field officer that you will not be harmed if you come quietly. Now, if you all would be so kind as to hand over your weapons and come with us, it would be most appreciated. Or at least that's what I would like to say, anyway. Though I have a feeling that if it were that easy, you all wouldn't be down here right now to begin with. So let me ask you then. What can I do to convince you all to come quietly?
And I think this is where we'll end the session.
Hmm.
The old
Okay.
man folds his arms behind his back, seemingly awaiting your response.
Yes, it's been pretty late, bud. So, well, we'll have by next time. We'll just have to see, won't we?